Welcome to the DHBXS show. If you're a new listener, then you need to know that this is not our main show. Go to your podcast feed and go back and check out the DHB radio show to see what we're all about. What this is extra chunks of things that might tickle your fancy, but didn't make their way onto the regular show. So with that said, let's get on with the DHBX. Because we're just getting started yet, so we're started now, though.
Up you come, darling.
Up you come, darling. That's my favourite part of the last show. Hello there, folks. We are doing a DHBXS show recording tonight. Obviously, not one of our main shows, but we thought we'd get together for a bit of a bijou chat hit.
Yeah.
I am joined here, of course, by the wonderful Lurch Monster Tilly Butcher. Hello, Lurch Monster. How are you doing?
Intro music, please.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. We do need.
Are we going to hear it again?
Well, we should do. I've pushed the button, but it's not working. I don't know what you've done, Lurchy. What have you broken it?
I love it so much.
Original Mr. Lurchy. Yeah.
Have you been working on any new ones yet? Like I think you said you mentioned we need a Coops one.
Moist and wet. I hope your man I love to make you moan and sweat. I hope your man I love to make you scream out yes.
Mr. Lurchy, Mr. Lurchy.
I find myself walking around my work singing that, you know.
It's great,
You know,
is it?
Mr. Lurchy. It's a fucking earworm.
Make you scream out yes. Sweet.
If you didn't listen to the original track since.
No, I don't want to.
No, I don't, because it'll ruin what you've created.
No, because it makes like Shaggy's version. I know you think that's Shaggy, it's actually me.
Yes.
But if you listen to Shaggy's version, it just makes it even funnier.
I just can't do it. I can't do it because you've implanted this in my head now with such a wonderful thing. It's a thing of beauty, and you don't want to spoil it by looking at like pale imitators. Oh, no.
Exactly.
No.
Pale being the fucking main word.
Pale being the main word.
Shalom.
Hello. So, folks, hello there, internet world. This is a Wednesday night show, which is unusual for us. We thought, you know what? Let's get together. Because I do enjoy like a cozy little bijou chat hit with two of my favourite people, of course, Lurch Monster, and of course, the Coops. Coops, how are you doing?
Hello. Oh, round of applause and everything.
Oh, it's the Coops.
Bitch be a year older.
I know, right?
yeah.
How do you feel?
It doesn't bother me.
Does it not?
I don't like my birthday.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a weirdo. I get worried.
Yes.
She hates when you buy her stuff.
She does
Well,
like
I don't
that.
hate it when
No,
people
she
buy
does.
me. No,
She
I
does.
don't.
Like if you buy her like a fluffy steering wheel for the car.
Oh,
she
nice.
fucking hates it. You buy her
No.
fluffy dice.
One of
she
those
fucking
fluffy
hates it.
covers for the steering wheel.
Yeah, not
Pink
about it
at all?
Yeah, not about it. No, leopard skin.
Leopards, oh, even better.
No, what I mean is you could spend £50 on a gift to me, right? And if it doesn't mean anything to me, I get a little bit sad.
Oh.
So it's like, somebody's going, here's a bottle of perfume. It's like, it's lovely that you bought a bottle of perfume, but it's so
There's
generic.
no meaning behind it.
Yes.
Okay.
don't like brute.
If you spend £1 on a present for me and it means something.
It's thoughtful.
Yeah, that means more to me. So, and I don't like people spending lots of money.
Happy birthday, Coops.
Oh,
Did get you a
thank
treat.
you.
I got you a cold kebab.
Thank you, darling.
I love how now, see, this is how you can tell that times are tough at Lurch Monster Butcher Aberdeen because of the Aberdeen Council.
Times are tough. What?
Times are tough. We'll get into that as well too. That normally, of course, we arrive here and we're treated to beautiful steaks. There might be some wonderfully prepared chicken done in a bucket of water.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, other vibrations of the mind.
Yes.
Times are tough and times are hard. So here's your fucking Christmas card.
So, of course, we've come here tonight and we've had some wonderful soup. May I say, wonderful soup.
It was a pretty banging soup.
It was a pretty banging
It's
soup.
grandma-esque, yeah.
It's grandma-esque.
It's like a ham shunky soup. You cannot beat a ham shunky soup.
I'm sure I've said before about my granddad used to make soup on the show. I think I've mentioned before the show about this. I used to make it was the best soup you've ever had in your life. And I found out the secret recipe for this was because he was cack-handed. So when he was chopping the veg, you always sort of go, "Oh, you bastard, you! Oh, fuck!" Because he took a finger off. You see. And he do now. Normally, most people would think to clean things up, and maybe discard the veg that's been hit by the fucking bloodshot. He's scraped the whole fucking lot in the pan. So we think that that kind of like minority of cannibalism maybe made the soup somewhat better. You see,
Well, somebody said to me today that yesterday, can I get a bit of rib for making soup? So beef
Okay.
rib, that's how you make like beef broth or tatty soup traditionally up here.
Okay.
And he also bought a bit of liver. And he goes, you nip it in the two together. He says, oh, trust me. Put a bit of liver in your soup and it just elevates beef soup. And I'm like, I can actually get behind that idea, that method of thought. But I'm like, do you take the liver out? Do you eat? He says, no, you threw the liver in the bin.
Also, it's just for the flavours inside, then bin the fucking thing.
So for I make soup, right?
Right.
If I made that soup, a shanky, a fuck ton of water, 2 whole onions with the skin on cut in half.
Oh, okay.
2 whole carrots snapped in half. 2 whole sticks of celery snapped in half.
So the carrots not chopped up, just snapped in half.
Not yet.
Okay.
So they get boiled to death until the carrots are fucking like, help me, Bobby. Then they get picked out in bits and thrown in the bin. Then the new veg, the soup veg goes in. So you're getting twice as much flavour.
Let me just intercede for a second there, because the Rubes is in the chat room and just says that Angus says hi. My wee boy says hi. He shouldn't be watching this.
Hi, Angus.
Hi, Angus. Why the fuck are you in your
You got me
bed?
saying that. Holy moly. Piss off. You can't be saying bad words.
Happy belated birthday, Angus.
Too late. Neil Luck says, we missed him. Damn it. Okay. So sorry, you were saying you had the...
You put your meat in and you put sacrificial veg in.
I love
okay.
that. Sacrificial veg.
I know, like
sacrificial.
Oh, bit of sacrificial veg, maybe a bay leaf.
Light a few candles, get a pentagram on the wall.
Yeah, a little bit of peppercorns, a little soupçon of salt,
A little soup's on.
maybe a bay.
Oh, I don't know how you could be arsed. I used to love cooking, but see now I can't be arsed.
Babes, that was.
Oh, would that be like that?
I know. I can't be arse cooking. She's sat here with she's just had a kebab and a bowl of soup, and she got her Cambridge weight bites.
Because that'll help.
I know.
I need a wee sweet treat after my meal.
I'm still on plan.
Fuck your kebab, I'm on plan.
I know that's the best way to make soup is like sacrificial veg, and then
Right, okay.
fish that out with the meat once it's done. Then top up the water.
Okay.
Add your finishing veg or your the shit that you want in. So the finely diced carrots, the finely diced fingers, the finely diced onions.
I'm learning some good shit here.
I know.
And then take it back up, let it go for a couple of days. Turn it off and don't eat it that day is my advice.
Oh,
because
right.
soups, stews, curries, chilies, they always taste better the next day.
They do. That's a good point, actually, yeah.
The amalgamation.
Oh, because everything sits and gestates.
It becomes as...
I don't know if I'm hungry or horny. Dude, I'm talking about deep voice.
Open that door for fuck's sake.
Anyway, Scott, how are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I know I've said before, and we've discussed before on the show about how you've been planning to do some cooking videos for a while now. We've never quite got it off the ground yet, but
yes.
Hearing you speak about shit like this, I say shit, you know what I mean? You can tell you've got a passion for food and the preparation of food. You can tell by the stuff you make when we come to do shows.
That slop, it's just something I throw together.
The thing is, like, we need, right, so you've got you're very charismatic. You're a very charismatic person. You're a funny guy. There's got to be, we need videos of you, even like a video series of Lurch.
I agree.
How to cook certain meals, even basic meals. Because let's face it, right, how many people do we know, let's talk about Tillydrone, a very impoverished area where you work in, of course, and you see it every day.
A very inaccessible
very
area.
inaccessible as it seems. But
Yes.
but people again have lost the art of cooking meals. You know, people will go out and buy kebabs. They'll go out and buy fish and chippers.
I feel cooking has skipped 2 generations.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, like, certainly for yourself to make a video or make a series of videos where you are showing people how to prepare simple things. Like we talked before about even simple things like buying a whole chicken and how to cut it up properly into different parts, your wings, your legs, your breasts, everything that you can have separately. That's going to save you money from just buying a packet of hen boobs.
You would be so surprised. So, like, if you go into Asda just now, right? So a whole chicken, like their Happy Shopper or Smart Price or whatever, maybe about £6 for a whole chicken, right?
Yeah.
Pack of boobs is maybe a £5.
Yeah.
But then if you weigh that up over the cost, if you learn a skill, and this is the thing, like all of us forget now, like we've been taught not to have skills. It's more by convenience.
Exactly.
So if you was to get a whole chicken, right, you could bone that motherfucker out. So you get 2 breasts. You could then separate the legs, and then you separate the thigh meat from the drumstick. You've then got 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, as well as 2 breasts. You take the wings off.
Yep.
You've now got 2 wings as well. And you've also got bones.
Yes.
So bones, you make stock, you make soup. That's 1 meal. Chicken breasts, you cook them up, make a stir fry. It's 2 meals. Drumsticks, you fucking bake them in the oven. That's your dinner. That's a little snack during the day. And your chicken thighs, you bone them out. You can make another stir fry or maybe even a little casserole. 4 to 5 meals you've got out of there.
Exactly. So
From
this is
one thing from
so
£6.
This is a skill that I haven't learned how to cut the chicken up properly into these different components.
And
how
it's
to
not
debone
difficult.
these things. Yeah.
It is not difficult.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you could make videos like this where you're just being lurch, just being lurch and swearing away, making jokes, cracking wise ones. But
Spitting bars, making rap videos.
Spitting bars, exactly.
I'd hate to take my gold chain off because I haven't got get
You
covered
don't
in
want to
chicken
get
boobs.
fixed, exactly. That's a good point.
I know, it's crazy. It's like you say, it's like there's, if you buy, I suppose it's like everything else, like say a bag of diced onions, for example.
Yes.
It's like 60 pence just down in a supermarket. 1 medium diced onion. It's been skinned and chopped up. If you, I noticed Angus's birthday cake the other day.
Yes,
You had a net of 3 Spanish onions sat behind it.
there was, yes.
How much did they cost you? About £1.50.
About £1.50 roughly, yeah.
£1.50. So if you was to buy them just even loose, not netted in that bag, maybe about 60 pence.
Okay.
So then you take them home, take off loose. Everyone, like the thing that I love about like onion bins in a supermarket where you get the onions, people have peeled off that extra leaf. It doesn't even weigh a gram. It doesn't weigh a gram, and you're like, oh, no, that's shite. I want the fucking pure onion. But like, even just dicing on it, you buy 1 onion, you're probably talking about 10 to 20 pence.
Yes.
And if you're buying one pre-chopped, you're paying for the convenience, the packaging, and somebody else's labor.
The waste.
60 pence.
Yeah.
So like, look at that. Like, it's like everything else. Your food, if you buy it more whole, you'll get a lot cheaper. If you was to go and buy an entire fucking cow, I could teach you how to bone that motherfucker in.
Yes, I'm going
This
to watch
is what
that.
we
That's
need.
something I'm
Exactly.
going to watch.
Like you said, it's a lost skill. So people, and that's maybe why people are put off from going to the butchers
Yeah.
because, what do I buy and then how do I prepare it?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It's well then, and again, we've lost the ability to cook, and I think that's maybe orchestrated.
Okay.
How about when they just didn't teach them cooking and make it like a thing for you need to learn how to cook? Because like even when I was at school, the first thing we learned how to cook was a Florida coleslaw.
A Florida coleslaw.
A coleslaw with fucking like citrus and ahn through it.
Jesus, that sounds wonderful.
It was fucking diabolical.
Okay.
But that's the type of shit they cook. They teach you to cook. It's
Well,
like
it just shows you, Eliza, so she's still at school.
Yeah.
So she took up a wee home, it's not even called home economics anymore, I don't even know what it's called.
practical
The
cookery.
first thing that they were taught how to make was a cheese toastie.
Really? Jesus.
I'm not even fucking joking. Yeah, she was like, what the fuck? Your teacher, she actually quit it. She was like, I know how to make all the shit that they're
How
off
about
already.
rather than and I know you're limited in time in school, either 45 minutes or an hour for a period.
Yeah.
Oh, triggered. Why not cook? Why not teach somebody how to make a loaf of bread?
Yeah, exactly.
Like even making a loaf of bread, it's something I
Because
had
if
to
people
teach
know how to
myself.
do that, they'll stop buying in supermarkets, and then supermarkets will lose money, and then they'll need to start.
So right, hold on, right. So for a loaf of bread, right, how many ingredients? Between 5 and 10,
Yeah.
10 and 15,
flour,
or
yeast,
10 and 20.
a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. Pretty much most of all there is, to be honest with you. Strong sugar. Strong flour.
water, flour,
Water, sorry, yeah.
water, flour, salt, yeast.
Yeah.
4 ingredients to make a loaf. Why is it when you buy a loaf from a supermarket, it's got 24 ingredients?
Well, it's funny you say that because in a recent, last kind of a year or so, I started making my own bread as well to the point where I was making it in a tin initially, doing it myself, but then I bought like a bread maker. So I just throw everything in there, let it run for a little bit.
Is it like the one that mixes it and then bakes it as well?
Yeah, sorry, that's one. So it's
I had one of them.
Yeah, it's quite a handy little thing as well, though. But even the kids get excited when we make bread because it tastes better than the regular bread
Yeah.
or the
The
shop bought bread.
smell in your
the smell,
house.
exactly, too. It's wonderful. And like you said, it's relatively low cost. I'm buying flour, I'm buying yeast, salt's there, water's there, so it's all
So if
everything's
it's
there.
like £1 for a bag of flour, tap water because we're in Scotland, free.
Yeah,
Yeast, 20 pence.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right, so £1.20 to mark maybe 4 loaves. 4 big, huge fucking loaves. Fair enough, they won't last forever, but
Yeah.
how much are you for a loaf?
there's no
now?
preservatives, but the
It's
last
better for you.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
And better for you.
Debatable.
How much is like a loaf in a supermarket now? Like
Well, I mean, you're like, what, £1.80, £2
yeah,
or more.
it's
you know,
How
so,
long?
yeah, so-
And how long can it sit in your house for?
Oh, for, I mean,
Before-
in my house, about 2 days.
I love a fresh see for the Halloween show. Can I please make baguettes?
Absolutely.
Yous
That would be
will
wonderful.
If I put like a ham and cheese baguette, like a French ham and cheese baguette.
So, can we just talk about the Halloween show? Because we haven't made any
Yeah.
plans yet as such, which is kind of bad news. Because, of course, those of you...
Scott Mackay messaging us to tell us.
I
He
spoke to him today.
has.
Oh,
Yes. So, okay, so in the past, well, certainly in the longer past, we did the Spooktacular. every year.
longer pass.
Longer past. We haven't done it for a while, but we've the Spooktacular was a big thing we used to do for the show every year. Get dressed up, do something that's kind of spooky, speak to spooky people, blah, blah. It was great fun. I've noticed North Sound 1 have started using Spooktacular. I'm thinking, have they stolen that from us? The mother.
Probably.
Possible. I used to get like
Possible.
a lot of the radio presenters into the shop
Did you?
before the council fucked the road. But we'll get
Because
back.
they haven't said before, but then after we mentioned the Spooktacular last show,
Yeah.
I noticed it was said repeatedly on North Sound 1. I'm like, have you stolen that from
Thieving
us?
bastards.
So yeah, we need to work out a plan on what we're doing. But one of my ideas I had, and that's why I was speaking to Scott Mackay. Today. Sorry, go ahead.
Why? Well, I got
Jesus,
windy pops.
what happened there?
I got
Holy
windy
shit.
pops.
You backfired a bit there.
Why don't I, or we, or just me, message North Sound 1 and say, have you stolen this from us? And then put the episode in.
Put the
So
episode in.
they maybe hear it and speak about it.
They won't listen. They won't speak about our show.
I'll message them.
You can feel, but they
I'll
won't
be
speak
messaging-
about our
I'll
show.
be messaging cunts. Fucking me.
I know, so
I'm
I've
on it.
heard.
We'll get
get
back
to
to
that
that.
as well. So, spoke to Scott Mackay, and so I said, look, we need somewhere we can go to do like a ghost hunt of some
Oh
kind.
no, I never agreed to that.
You're in.
Yeah, no, you did.
No,
No, you did. You did.
You
I did
absolutely
not
We did it
agree.
last year.
No
You go back and
fucking-
listen to the Spooktacular part 2. You agreed to
You
it.
did, exactly. And even that show you were here last where you were drinking, you were like, I'm totally up for that shit.
Oh, no.
So you're in. But we're thinking, obviously, we have to go somewhere where that's known to be haunted, and is also access available. We don't need permission.
Snickers.
We don't need permission. We don't need permission. So we're thinking maybe Slane's Castle. So
Bar, that means I can get pissed.
What, the actual like pub?
Slane, not the pub. No, not the pub. You tit. The actual Slane's, the actual castle.
I don't know where that is.
It's free access, seemingly, to get this place, and there's well known being haunted by seemingly an old soldier. So we go there. Couple of GoPros, right? Couple of torches.
Ghost tube.
Some
Can I borrow the
audio-
GoPro for
Ghost
after?
tube. Absolutely. Oh, what? No. Well, maybe.
I thought it was just an iPad you used.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
what is this?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh,
It's slightly warm in here
it's
now.
got me cozy all of a
Fucking
sudden.
roasted actually. What a dick.
So we a couple of maybe a video camera. We might even get a phone doing like a live feed.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm still got to joke with you. How many minutes till she could say no? No coops.
Have you been bum sexing it?
Not me. No.
Come on, Nick. Have you been watching bum sex?
Tell him.
Are you
tell him.
watching
don't-
Bum Six?
Yes.
Are you watching bum sex? Is it the proof when you're watching?
Why tell them, or will you?
You're gonna have to tell us now.
We're talking about
Pandora's
Spooktacular.
box has been opened. The Spooktacular can get fucked for all I care. You've opened Pandora's box. Now we're dipping a hand in. What's going on here? Why have you got iPads during the sex time? What are you watching?
I'm so sorry, Dylan.
Why are you watching bum sex? And whose
No,
bum sex are you watching?
Nobody's bum sex.
Are you bum sex in wigs?
No.
Have you got a strap on? Are you pumping him? Are you pegging
Oh,
Dwight
God,
wigs?
no, this arse is all hairy and shit. There's no way.
Oh, I don't need to know that. Oh.
No way. Anyway, Spooktacular.
Okay, well, let's
See,
leave
now
for now.
Coops has finally learned the lesson of don't tell me shit.
Exactly! Exactly! You've learned a valuable lesson this day,
I'm a bit
Coops.
hot.
So,
She loves watching bum sex.
I knew it! Who's getting pumped, Coops? Is it like
No.
okay?
So,
Tell the story.
right. So, me and Wiggs got a bit boozy one night,
Right,
right?
okay.
And I decided to make up this game
Called
called
bum sex.
No, like how
long till she gets anal?
Yeah,
Okay.
so like you've got to like look at the video, right? And so I'll go, right, how many minutes do you think it'll take her to get in the arse?
Oh, right,
See what I mean?
okay.
So then Mix, I'm like, oh, 5 minutes. I'm like, oh no, she looks like she's playing hard to get in it because she's got about 7 minutes, 20 seconds. And so that's our game that we play. That's
So
it. That's
is
it.
this a regular game where you'll
No, I just
stick
want to
a
get
porn on
drunk.
and
I'm
go?
like, oh, let's get a porn on and have a look.
Nice.
Anyway, Spooktacular.
That is spectacular.
Okay, listeners, I would like you all at home.
So sorry, darling.
Listeners, your homework for the next show is to watch some pornography and set a time limit and tell me how close you get to the bum
It's really
penetration.
honestly, when you get close to it, you're like, go on, inner arse, yes!
It's like a horse
so
racing.
excited.
But then, what if you watch one that's got no bum sex in? Then you're.
I know, but you go into the search bar and search
bum
anal.
sex. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
I'm ready to
so
go and see how long it'll take her.
She told me this months ago, and I thought it was the funniest fucking thing I'd ever heard. And I've been sitting on it ever since.
Oh,
waiting
why
for
would
the
you tell
perfect opportunity to bring it up.
I want you folks at home, like I said, to go get a stopwatch or even your phone. You get a stopwatch on your phone, get it set to go.
It's okay because it's got the minutes underneath it. So you
Of
can
course,
see,
yes.
you can
Pick a time and tell me how close you get
Text
that
him.
time.
You can go get a stopwatch like he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. I can check him being
Jesus
dark. fucking
Christ, listen, I do
These
not.
binoculars in his face.
It's getting ridiculous as well too. Like this whole getting old shit. There's a guy who I know. I say no. I've met him recently,
Yeah.
and this guy, when you first meet him, he's a older guy. You think he's easily in his like 60s. Good, good guy. But he's kind of like wizened old man. Grey hair, glasses, and kind of wiry belt. And you think he's seen a few paper rounds. He's older than me by a fair whack. And then I got chatting to him and found out he was a month younger than me.
I just showed how
that
amazing you look.
fucking destroyed me. I'm like, how old
I'd be
am I now?
happy. You should be happy.
I'm not. I'm gutted because you like to think you've got this eternal youth thing about you. So you're like, I'm still kind of young and hip and down with the kids, and then you realise, no, actually, I'm old with broken hips.
Yeah.
And like everything's falling apart. Where you think to yourself internally, internally I feel like I'm in my kind of mid-20s, maybe late 20s, I'm still kind of, like some cool things, and I'm still kind of up for fun. But then there's times you realise, oh, no.
Everything's rad, man.
But then you realise that
Everything's shit.
when you
That's
see,
when you
like-
realise you're old because everything's shit.
well, it's when you see some fucking blue-haired fatty on Twitter shouting about fucking they, thems, you're like, I'm in my 40s. Wise up. Fucking here we go.
I've been oppressed.
That is the
I've been
big
oppressed all my
5-0.
life. It's a while away yet.
Yeah?
Fuck off. It's like, it's next year.
It's a year and a half away, so
I was
get
going to
fucked.
say, yeah, no, like,
A year and a
Yeah,
half.
bit
Yeah.
than that.
Well, about a year and a half.
how would you feel about
Maybe
that?
less. Maybe less than a year and a half. I'm not happy about it. Because
Is it really like, no, but you know how like some folk like age, like, oh my God, I hate getting older. Are you really like bothered
do
by
you know
it?
what? I don't actually mind, to be honest with you, because it's not really affecting me. It's like you said there. I don't like feel. I think I feel it or acting it that old.
No.
I am that old, of course, but no, it doesn't fucking bother me. Who
I'm not
cares?
gonna lie, it fucking affects me again. I'm 35 and I've got a 50-year-old man in my kitchen swearing every second.
That's a good fucking point. It's even worse when Kyle's here.
I know.
There's a man in his fucking basically it's still his
Two
teens, and we're sitting there asking him about his bum sexing. What's that about? I feel like Savile, for fuck's sake.
It's the fact that he calls you darling.
I know, Jesus. Speaking of the Savile, I don't know if you've watched any of that.
The Reckoning.
Have you watched it?
I watched the entire. So I watched the Louis Theroux Jimmy
Holy
Savile
shit.
documentary first.
Well, no,
Coops.
we started watching it and then
Okay.
we decided to watch anal sex instead. No, I'm joking.
So Savile inspired you.
We did start watching it, but yeah, I can't remember why. We did switch it off, but I did see, what's his name?
Steve Coogan.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Holy
I was just
shit.
like, wow.
He even got his mannerisms down. Very well.
Do you know what? It's a horrifying thing to watch. It's fucking blood curdling some of parts of it. But Coogan, I mean, for being known as a comedy actor, holy shit,
He's
he
a
nailed
really
it.
underrated actor. If you noticed,
It was amazing.
he started cancelling appearances
Oh, really?
from fear of backlash because of this.
I heard about this. Sorry, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that he feared that because he did such a good job of this playing this creepy bastard, and it's convinced the voice, the mannerisms, the movements. You're like, holy fuck, it's Savile. And then, like you said, because you see such horrible things. I did see a thing in an interview where he was concerned about the backlash he'd get for playing the character. I don't know if he has or
destroying,
not
like,
at all, but
But for destroying like childhoods and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, fuck
But
yeah.
then I think Savile destroyed a lot more childhoods.
Oh, yes.
So don't be sad, Mr. Coogan. The
Exactly.
DHB support you.
we're right behind you.
Tag Steve Coogan in this podcast and let him know.
Exactly.
We're behind him, and Coops loves playing.
Gets the bum sex. That's it. Guess the bump sex.
Hey, that's going to be your intro music.
Guess the bump sex. Diddle-a-did, diddle-a-did. Guess the bump sex. Diddle-a-did, diddle-a-did. Guess the bump sex.
Guess the timestamp.
Bum sex. Guessing.
Can we just quickly say, of course, I'm going completely off track
It's an
whatsoever.
No, like
excess
us.
show.
It's an
We've-
excess
We've
show.
not even
We-
had the intro music yet, have you noticed?
We've not. I'm going to add it in post. So, Coops, of course,
Oh,
it
God.
was your birthday shortly ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
It was. How did it go?
I kind of went in a bit of a bad mood to start off with, and then I was okay.
Why,
after.
darling? Why,
Because that was the whole present thing. We'd be like, I've got your present. And they're like, and then like, you're going to love it. And I'm like, but what if I don't?
Well, Coops,
We've got
we got you a present,
you a present.
and you're going to love it.
Oh,
So we've put our heads together right now. Before you pull anything out, of course. So, Coops, you've been talking about how you
Oh,
want
look at her. She's getting almost.
You've been talking about how you want to start your own podcast. And you have been for a while. You've been
Yeah.
dying to do your own podcast. You and your friend get together, got a great idea for a podcast. Well,
Have a rake in
your,
here.
Your big brothers here have hooked you up.
Have a rake in here.
Have a rake in our boxes, in our baggies and stuff.
Get your-
I'm scared to open it because I won't
No.
know what any of this is. I'm like,
All of this, everything that's coming to you now is yours, right?
guess the moment she starts greeting mums.
No, she won't greet. She's a fucking hard ass. She looks a bum sex. So this is what's called a Go XLR. That's going to be your control. Like this here is your main control unit
Guys!
for your microphones. Your microphones will get fed into this. You can control your audio from your guests,
fucking hell.
from yourself. This bit of kit here is fantastic. I use one of these at
my
home.
God!
They're brilliant. Can you just keep firing away? There's more to
What
come.
else is in that, Bugs?
What else in that bags? So you've got so this is an XLR cable splitter. So you'll have two cables like these here
my
we use here for the show.
fucking God.
It'll be fed into your controller box here. These are mounts for desktop mounts for your microphones.
guys, this is mental. This is like too much.
Just chopping.
It's too much.
Those are two pop
Mickey Mouse
filters.
ears.
Mickey Mouse ears. Those are pop filters.
And
So
in case you want to go places with your podcast, a little travel bag of microphones.
Oh my God.
in this bag here, you have two C606 Shure microphones, quality
hell.
microphones. Two microphones here with wind filters and newbie as well to get you going. We've got cables for you as well. Everything is here for you to start your own podcast in your garage, your studio. We're going to come out. Lurch and I are going to come out for a day. We're going to get it all set up for you, show you how to use it. We're going to get everything set up for you to run properly yourself. You will have your own studio space that you can use whenever you want. And it's all because we love you.
Because we love you.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Wait. Ever since you mentioned you wanted to do your own podcast, and Lurch just said, well, maybe you could do it here, but no. Get your own space, your own setup. Once we get you set up and running and working
Stop
fine,
it. It made me cry.
once we get you set up and recording, what you'll do then is you'll show you how to record, show you how to save it. You send me the raw file, I'll level it all out for you, add your
I'm
music
gonna
and
have to
stuff.
do it
and
now, aren't I?
You are, yeah.
What's the name of
Everything's
the
here.
podcast?
Well, we don't know yet.
No, you
because,
do.
well,
You
fucking
do know.
You
I
do.
was going to
Well,
ask
we
you.
we're in two minds about it though, because it's actually there's somebody else already got it, and there's a couple other people that have already got it as well.
Can we make like a spin-off kind of version of the name? Or can we twist the name
no,
perhaps? Or
absolutely.
Let's throw it open to the chat.
what was the
page.
name idea that you had? Can you give us
So,
that much?
To start off with, we were going to be called Ants in Agony because
Okay.
everyone always seems to come with us with their shit, and because we're old as fuck, we
Right.
thought instead of agony, ants in agony.
Excellent.
So that's what we're going to go with.
Yes.
And then it just so happened maybe about 3 weeks ago, Violet, the girl who I'm going to be doing it with, she always comes round to my house on a Tuesday. And we always catch up on a Tuesday, have a coffee, have a chat, cold water dunk as well, because that's what we're starting to do.
Excellent, yes.
And
I am
she-
fancying that as well myself, to be honest
Yeah,
with you. I was
she
talking about
just
this in the group chat.
happened to turn around and go, see you next Tuesday. And I was like, oh my God, that's the name of it right there. See you next Tuesday.
okay.
And we're wanting to put it out on the Tuesday. But there are a couple other people that have got that podcast already. But
Okay.
they look a bit shit. But I don't
When
know.
was their last episodes?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I never really looked. That's actually a good
Because if they've
shout.
stopped recording, then the name's up for grabs, surely. You know, it's,
you could call it Talk Derby to me.
that'll succeed.
You're such a
Fucking
bitch.
So, listeners, have a think of what we
Oh
can
my
twist
God, guys.
round.
This is-
See you next Tuesday. Could be what we could do with that name to make a podcast. What would the podcast be about?
It's just, do you know what? When we sit and talk, people just think, like when they sit and listen to us, like, oh my God, guys. Every time we're together, you should just come out a podcast. It's just going to be run-of-the-mill shit that we like, don't like. One thing I love about Violet is we're actually very, very different people.
Yes.
So she's got one view, I've got one view, but we can still come together like fucking adults and have our opinions.
What you mean? You don't like then get each other cancelled on the internet and like just have fucking rage fits on Twitter and stuff? No, that's great.
Or rage and say we're not funny. And
So
all that kind of shit.
exactly. So yeah, Coop. So we got you all this because we want to see you succeed in this. We're right behind you in this. We'll do everything we can to support you. All your editing, I'll do that for you as well too. We're good. Everything's sorted out. So we will come out and get this all set
I'm
up.
going to get a tissue from the toilet.
So it needs to turn. Well, hurry back because we're speaking about birthdays.
Yes.
I want you to tell everyone how you fucked up my birthday royally.
Oh, I need to hear about this as well too. We kind of alluded to this before the show, but she hadn't kind of give us any details.
No, because you need to hear about this, right?
I do need to hear about this. Yes.
So, on I think it was the week before my birthday, Coops messaged me. Says, "Oh, hey, you still want me up for a couple of days? Actually, do you just want to go out and like eat a load of shit and all that kind of stuff?" I'm like, ooh,
nice. Okay.
bing. I'm like, okay, that's not normally like what you ask. You just want to go out of mine.
Oh, so you were suspicious already?
yeah, because normally Coops just wants to come over here,
Have you cook for her?
feed her face, shite Malawi,
Yes.
and then leave.
See, it's funny how relaxed she feels that she can shite in your lap.
Oh, she loves pooping in my toilet.
Does she now?
I thought she shit in a letterbox the other day, but
I wouldn't put it past her for
No.
fuck's sake, yeah.
so she messaged me that. I'm like, okay. When it was getting close to my birthday, I was like, oh yeah, I think we should just go out and like we'll just get drunk and eat gammon and eggs because whenever I go out, I like
Yes.
gammon and eggs.
That's a good call.
That is my go-to.
Okay.
Abdi
Okay.
thinks, oh, you're a butcher, you eat steak or something like that. No, a gammon and an egg.
You like a bit of simple fare.
Yes. Shit that I can't be arsed cook for myself.
Right.
So I'm like, ding. Number 2.
Okay.
Then she came over on the Wednesday to collect me. She's still told someone, I tell you again.
to go to the toilet for a minute because I was like getting a bit emotional.
Bit emotion.
Scotty was going, nah, she will agree. I'm going, trust me, she'll
No,
agree.
she reckon.
Oh, she will agree.
It's the bags. It's a large Butzer bags. Like,
That's the best part of the gift.
thank you guys. That was super, super sweet. Like really, really sweet because it's something I've always wanted to do, and you took it and you rolled with it. So thank you very much. I really
Well,
much
And I'm
appreciate it.
so annoyed that I left the car steering wheel cover at the shop. Oh, I'm just going to give you that. I went for you to go, oh, like Kyle, oh,
wonderful.
wow. That's what I've always wanted. I look nice in Kyle's car. So, bell number 3 was on the day of my birthday. She's like, oh, yeah, we'll go out and we'll eat gammon and eggs and we'll just get pissed.
Gammon and eggs, get pitched.
So she showed up.
Yeah, cheeky wank.
So I was half cut and I thought, I'll get changed. And I'm like, no, because I can't if it's coming. So I put on a sex-covered filth shirt that I had on.
And it was actually had
Ejaculate
vagina juice.
stains.
Yeah.
Lady,
Oh, Lady paste.
Lady Lucy paste hour.
No!
So, and as soon as she come out the past, she's like, "How you darling?" And I'm like, "How you darling?" I'm like, "Look at my shirt. It's got lady paste on it." She's like, "Oh wow, you should maybe change that." And I'm like, "Oh,
Actually, the first clue that you said was because as I normally say, I'll be out at 7, but I normally don't turn up about 7:30. But I was actually on time.
the bitch was early. It's bitch be early."
It's a given thing that when Coop says to you, I'll meet you at fucking say 8 o'clock, you expect her there for about 15:15.
Ah, so bitch be early, right?
Bitch be
She's
early.
like, oh, right, first I just need to go drop off some stuff in the town. I'm like, ting. Right? And
Okay.
so we're driving about and she's like, oh, actually, we'll just go this way. And I'm like, ting.
Oh.
And then we pulled up into this car park and I swear to fuck, you should have seen this cunt's parking there.
Was it bad?
She'd seen up like 6 spaces.
Oh,
I
no.
was stressed.
Are you one of them?
I was so stressed.
Because Coops was so early, we were so late. So she pulled up in there and she's like, yeah, it's fine, come on. And I'm like, okay. And we're walking around. I'm like, oh, she's not got any products in her hand to deliver. Ba-ding. And then as we got out the car park place, I'm like,
Chicken fucking Sherlock here.
okay,
You know?
hey. So as soon as we
He's
got
like
out of there,
Benedict Cumbersnatch with that fucking whole mind temple shit. Where he's
I
like, oh,
As
oh,
soon
she's got
as-
mud in the healer too. Where's that come from? It's a bit, it looks like clay. Maybe a bit of the quarry. You know, fucking hell.
as soon as we got to the car park, I went, so far we gone, follow me. And she's like, for fuck's sake,
I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
I'm trying my best. I'm so sorry. Oh. Because we're going to get Chinese food. And then we walked in a Thai place.
Excellent.
I thought it was a Chinese and we're going to.
Oh, you racist.
like-
Jesus.
We weren't even in place, and I could see the building vibrating for Kyle laughing.
Oh,
And we got in, and I heard Kyle laughing up the stairs. He's like, ha 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 ha. Like this. And she's like, you need to go first. I'm like, no, you go first. So she went upstairs and we were like, Abdi. And I'm like, yeah, brilliant. But
Can I just say that Scott and Maynard and Steve did get invited, but
We
they
did.
were all busy working.
Oh, your battery's low. Look, this thing's not plugged into the power.
Oh, yeah,
Coops
it
has
said
unplugged it.
that.
Oh, Coops, you unplug that?
No.
How's that?
Oh, she saved it. Saved it. We're good. We're good.
Save the show.
Save the show. Well
See?
done.
You're more than capable of using that.
Yes, we were all invited too, but I was working, so I couldn't make it, sadly.
Well, Claire,
Claire.
please tell him about my birthday cake.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was beautiful. I bet it was. Oh man! Now,
not
I can
gonna-
imagine the work you put into this cake.
No, I didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't make it.
No,
Okay.
no,
well,
right,
well, I got
Well,
to you.
well,
you
Claire tells you
sort
the
out like a
birthday
very special.
I will go tiddle because I looked at it and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then they explained because they had to modify it. I'm like,
Had to modify
I had
it.
to modify
but
it.
before I got to look at it at all, I was told how shit it was. And I'm like, nah, I can't. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
No. So did you buy this from like a reputable
So
cake
yeah,
maker?
and I'm not going to say what the cake maker is because any cake I've ever had from this person has been amazing. So that's
Okay.
why I thought, right, let's get him a cake. So I said, can you do me Mr. Jangles from the Green Mile
Okay.
on a cotton reel? Can that be done?
Right. Genius.
What would you think then if I say to you, the mouse,
Yes.
Bo Bangles, what the fuck its name is, from the Green Mile,
Yes.
on a cotton reel when he does his little trick.
Yeah.
Like, what would you think then?
You would think then perhaps you would do like a, even if it was a half cotton reel, but you've got the circular kind of cotton reel, maybe oversized.
Yeah.
With that kind of like maybe like a icing made mouse on top there doing his thing, you see.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the plan.
Well, I'll show you the pictures. This is not what I wanted. And so Kyle went to pick it up for me. And then he messaged me saying, Mum, is the cake supposed to look like this?
What
And I was
did it look like?
"Watch it." It just looked like shit. It really did. It was just like a circle, the little sugar mouse on top of it. And she made it like from a boutique. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it just looked really, really shit.
Oh,
so that was
no.
me. I had a meltdown. I was greeting nothing, crying in the car, going, what the
Really?
fuck? It looks like shit. I was like, give it back. Just put it back.
From now on for cake duties, you need to speak to Jenna Miller.
Yeah.
Because she's the tits when it comes
See,
to these
this
things.
lassie that I normally get cakes from, she's normally amazing. So then Kyle's like, don't panic, Mum. We'll doctor it. It'll be okay. We'll
Okay.
be fine. We'll be fine. So, yeah, he went away and doctored it, put little lightning bolts all over it.
Gillian Miller, wait till you find out if it looked like.
Holy shit. She says in the chat group, holy shit, what did it look like? I'm dying to see this thing
But
too.
you know
Chris.
what? Like, I felt bad because
Why?
she's normally like amazing.
But like, you were very like, I feel like I fucked up your birthday. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It was, imagine, have you ever seen like a burnt cheesecake?
Yes.
So it's like a very like mahogany colored cheesecake
I've
at the top and it's circular.
Yeah.
And there was just a fucking fondant mouse on it. And I'm like, and a couple of holes in it. I'm like, what?
I was raging.
And like,
I was
is it-
greeting, honestly, pure like snot crying in my car.
so,
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's so happy that I was snot crying.
Yeah.
That probably made it better for him.
Well, his sister said that. His sister says, Claire, the only two things that you need to sort out, you're fucked up, you'll fucking love it. I was like,
Exactly.
"Ah, you cunt."
Listen, if you right, so my thinking is you present Lurchy with a bit of a fucked up looking retard cake. He's gonna love that more because look at the content it gives him, right?
Yeah,
To he
exactly.
can fucking rip into you. If you give him like a pristine beautiful cake, it's like, oh, it's cool, it's awesome, it's amazing, but there's nothing really he can roll with that, you see. But you give him one that looks like it's been headbutted by a downsy.
Oh, here we go.
Then
Oh,
fucking-
did you get a, oh, I look at that.
what in the fuck is that?
Fitz Groom.
Oh, gee, what is that? It looks like there's a mouse on top of a cooked
I
shit.
know this is not great for the podcasting world, but
Yeah. Can we share that photograph in the old group chat? Or
I don't know if I'm happy with that because I
okay,
feel
right,
quite
we won't.
bad.
Okay, we won't.
Kyle turned it into that.
He's a circus mouse. Oh, wonderful. A circus mouse.
And I've
Jesus
still got that
Christ.
over there. That was the best part of it. the fact that you were so like despondent about the whole thing, I'm like, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh, it's gold.
But
Wow.
Kim annoyed me about the cake. Like I did get a bit annoyed about the cake.
Maybe.
Was there was like red round the maybe
Cotton reel.
The cotton reel. It was
Okay,
like red
yeah.
around the cotton reel. I'm like, oh, strawberry laces. How did they know?
Oh, it wasn't strawberry races.
No, it was fondant.
Oh,
I actually like when I went to have a slice of it, I'm like, no.
Oh, heartbreaking. Oh,
But your cat is destroying
Sorry.
the place.
Come here, chunky butt.
chunky butt.
Excess show with the cats. But
Hey.
On a bit of kebab.
I was also everyone was apparently dressed like me.
Yeah, we were.
Well, I didn't notice until I looked at my
It's all
good
cheeky
lady.
shirts and
I looked at my good lady and I'm like, fucking bitch, that's my fucking t-shirt. And she's like, I've been waiting for a t-shirt for a
Yeah.
fortnight. I've done like 2 loads of laundry and she had my fucking good t-shirt.
thieved your shirt.
And the
Wonderful.
fucking raise hell, leave t-shirt. I'm like, oh, you fucking bitch.
Nice, well done.
But Tess was there and to be honest, I loved it, but at the same time I felt guilty. Because me and
Because her
Tess have got
birthday
the
as well.
same birthday. And
Of
I'm
course,
like,
aye.
oh.
But I went and passed hers the next day, gave her a bunch of flowers, bottle of really nice Prosecco and chocolates from us all
And
for
some
her
bum sex.
birthday.
When are you seeing...
Fire watch!
I can it's an excess show. I feel I can ask us.
Uh-huh.
When are you seeing Tess again?
I don't know.
Because her birthday present's here. Can I give it to you? to
Yeah,
give it to her?
because it probably will be meeting up her at some point.
Yeah, I'll get Tess.
To discuss holiday plans again, you
Wonderful
know.
human being.
Fucking holiday.
Fucking holiday. Judith Chalmers. Here we go again. Fuck's sake.
How have you been, Scott?
How have I been?
How have you been?
Oh, it's a tough question. I've actually been really fucking busy. Like, working lots.
Yes.
As usual, of course. Working lots.
What's the deal with your master's diploma in putting water into bottles?
It's fucking ridiculous. So I'm doing this diploma course,
Yeah.
right? And it's quite a good course as well too. And it's all about distilling and stuff and as well. But it's very, very in depth. It's down to like the chemical base layers of how these things are made. You see,
Yeah.
But not only because I thought it would focus only on my industry, on the whiskey making, but it focuses on rum, gin, vodka. It focuses on brandies. All this stuff that you have to learn from different kind of stills they use, different kind of process they use. You've got to learn all this stuff. Now, you get all the content, you get all the stuff to learn. The exams come up very, very soon as well too. But because I've got this like fucking super ADHD brain, I can't study for it. I'm like, I'm
I
skimming
was
through.
literally going to ask you, how do you find going back to studying now?
Dreadful.
I just can't
Dreadful.
do it.
So
Shite.
I've read through the material and I've taken in a lot of material already, you see, but it's been a fucking chore. And I know what's going to happen is like, this is how my brain works, where it thinks, I'll get it. And like most like ADHD people do the same thing as well too, where
I'll
it comes to
leave it
like
till
the
the last
day,
minute.
Yeah.
the last minute, and you're like, fuck, and you super focus on this and you blast in your head, and then you normally
You'll
get
get
through.
it,
You
yeah.
normally get it. It's exactly. I'm hoping I get it.
You will get it. Positive
I
mental
hope so.
attitude.
Hope so. So
Stop
the-
saying hope. Say I will.
There's a
Say
couple
I
of
will.
there's a couple of mock exams you do beforehand. I don't know.
Tell me 50 times you get anal.
1 minute 47. Oh, fuck it.
Fuck you all.
The booty countdown.
That's a show name.
It's the booty countdown.
I'm going to tell Wiggs that's what we're calling it now.
That's going to be the segment for the show, the booty
the
countdown.
booty countdown. Love it.
The booty countdown.
Amazing.
So I've got, well, it's really soon.
Can I ask, like,
Yes.
you've only ever like half alluded to this job
Uh-huh.
that you work in a still and that kind of. I thought, right, maybe in a cunt.
Right.
I thought you just like sweep flares and made sure nobody broke in.
Oh, no. Fucking, it's quite an in-depth job as well, to what we do.
From what you've like told, and I've never really thought to ask because he's just guarding the bottles. I've honestly just thought, he's just guarding bottles and like watching buttons.
So
He's
we're
not, like,
covering
press.
everything from like bringing the malt in, malting the barley, getting the barley through a grinder.
So
to
you're
grind
like
into a
a
grist.
whiskey maker.
Whiskey maker, yeah.
Why
So-
the fuck have you never said this? You just said I work at
a whiskey distillery. Yeah.
Aye, but it's like
I make the whiskey.
I
for
thought you
fuck's
just
sake.
worked the door.
Did you think I was like a caretaker
I
there?
honestly thought you were like a caretaker. Like, what the fuck? Why is he studying for an exam?
Holy shit.
It's good to
Did you just think I got a job there as like a kind of handy man or something? Or like
I didn't get you made shit.
I make the shit. I do
so
the mages, I do the stills, the wash still, the spirit still, I do all that stuff.
I'm so
fuck
sorry.
yeah.
Where's
Darling.
our fucking free whiskey?
Like you would drink whiskey.
Oh, no, easy just feeding it. Much ado now
That's
the
the
grapes.
grapes.
No, I honestly thought you were just like
I will bring a bottle of whiskey from my distillery for us for the Spooktacular and see
Okay.
what you think. I know you're not a whiskey fan. You maybe are a bit more than she is, but
as long as I can mix it with Coke.
oh god no. Oh God, no! Why would you do that to us?
I'm such a Philistine.
12-year-old beautifully aged malt. Oh God, no!
But then you never made it if it's 12 years.
I didn't know. No, exactly.
Get another couple of years and be like, oh, Scott made this with his feet.
What's exciting is that I've been there now for 3 and a bit years, you see, and so stuff that I've made when I started, it's now getting to a point where it's been aged for 3 years. So the minimum you can age spirit with in the whiskey distillery kind of a whiskey business is 3 years. So 3 years, it can then be taken out and used for blends, it can be taken out or else, or it can be then transferred into a longer cask, which might be for 12 years or 24, or whatever, how many years you want to age it for. So it means that this newer spirit that's coming out, it's not getting sold in the shelves yet. It might go out to blends and stuff for a little bit. It'll probably be about 8 years before we see the stuff that I've been helping to make, which I'm quite excited about. So yeah, it's cool though, because like you're doing this job, you're making this stuff that's fucking amazing. You go through even like the material for the exam as well too, is learning on like a molecular level why what I do works and why these process.
So there's a science behind it.
There's a science behind it, exactly. Like
It's
everything's
chemistry.
it's chemistry, yeah. Everything from the temperature of the water, because you might affect the yeast, you affect the
mash.
the mash, exactly. It's all very technical. And even if I fail this exam, because it covers a lot of areas of the whole process of everything, tequila even as well too. It's all in there. Even if I fail this, I've still learned a heap about the process that I do, which is quite cool. So,
Is it an SVQ? Who is the governing body?
the international, is it brewers? I think again, it's a proper qualified
Because-
certificate. It's
The people that I
Diploma, sorry.
the people that I've done my diploma for my butchery apprenticeship with, they also do like a retail side and they also do a alcohol side as well. So I
Oh,
kind of
right,
thought
okay.
it was maybe part of them.
no, I don't think
I
it
don't
is.
think it is.
I think this one's called it's called the GCD, which is the General Certification of Distillation, I believe it's called.
So if it is that, once you get this, right, what is that
Yeah.
then?
So really,
what can that enable for you in the long term? In the future?
long term for me, it's great for the CV because it shows you have an understanding of the distillation business. So if I pass this, I can show that I've got a good knowledge of everything from gin, vodka, tequila,
Good for
like I said,
promotion as well, I suppose.
wines, exactly,
Yeah.
but mostly for whiskey. So it shows that if I were to move to a different distillery, for example, or somewhere else, I could then say, well, I've done this. I know the
Where are you
molecular
moving? Where are you
process.
moving to?
I'm going nowhere.
That's all right.
I'm going nowhere, Paul. I'm love where I am. But yeah, it gives me a kind of like stepping stone to say I can do all this.
Yeah.
I know all this. I know from the science of how this this barley grain how it comes apart, how the starch is released. All that kind of stuff is all there. So again, for an employer, it's like
you've got a heavenly knowledge about it all.
yeah, exactly, yeah, and it's something that I'm really kind of keen on too.
I was about
it's
to say,
fascinating. Yeah,
you could tell you're fascinated by it because you're actually wanting to learn about it.
exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're speaking about it now, and I know you're not just a bouncer.
I
and a
know.
fucking-
I love you thought I was a bouncer at a whiskey
Honest to
distillery.
fuck, like, because like it was, you put up a post like a while ago. It was like, oh, like sorting out the grain or whatever, and you're pulling like a lawnmower or something behind you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, is he getting to do that kind of stuff?
Turning
now?
the barley.
I'm like, oh, is he getting to do that now? That's good of them. Like, because like every like,
So you just thought I was in as like a base role, like a kind of
I thought you were just there to like fucking max your name be broken because you work night shift. I'm like, oh, they're not making whiskey at night. Surely you fuck.
oh yeah, 24 hours a day we're making
I
whiskey.
think you were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like fucking right. Watch your door. Dial it name be in. Dad
my
drink
God.
the hen party.
That's mad.
Don't push that button.
He's like one of my best friends in the world. And he
know.
thought I was a fucking Johnny.
I know, but you
Thought I
never
was
spoke about it though.
He thought Coops. He assumed that with my skill set.
Assumed.
I know.
He
He
assumed with
assumed.
my skill set I was a little more than a janitor.
So do you actually get to put out fires as well?
Yeah,
Do you get to use the hose?
I do.
How would it work? Like if
They hired me as a fire brigade just to stand there and to wave direct traffic. That's all I do. You know. The fuck.
So how would it work with your qualification now?
Right.
2 questions. This is
Okay.
a 2-part question. Part 1. How would it work now if you was to then take your qualification, skill set, and knowledge of the product and how
Yes.
you make it to then interact with maybe say fierce beer, for example,
Okay.
and do like a hybrid? Because what is Desperado? Is that like tequila
Tequila
and
beer.
lager?
Tequila kind of based.
Yeah. So
lager,
how would that
yeah.
work if you were like to mix with them? Could you be like Brewmaster Scott and us at Fierce Beer are going to combine?
I know the. I mean, it's Like,
Because
well,
I can
example,
sort of shit.
for example, with tequila, as an example, again, I've learned that how the process starts from beginning to end, how the agave as well, how it's all
How
gathered,
the
how
worms
it's, you
get
know,
put in.
exactly. So it's all, I know the process, but the problem is I don't have the, you know, the skill set in that area. So I've never been hands-on making tequila. Whiskey certainly, because I've done that now for 3 years. I know
But then
the
obviously,
process step by step. And
Kind of like butchery when it comes to a side of beef, a side of venison, side of lamb, side
Yeah.
of pork. The anatomy is kind of the same, so you can break it down similar, but the cuts
Yes.
are slightly different. So the big steps are similar, but the littler, finer points
kind
are
of, yes.
different.
There's different ways of, again, going back to tequila. There's a different way of distilling tequila or bringing that sugars from the agave root to, you know, out to where you need them to be. Than there would be, for example, with barley or for rice or for anything else as well. Everyone's got a different starch content or sugar quality or sugar level. There's a different way of getting that sugars out of there. Different temperatures you have to cook these things at to get the reaction, to thin the cell wall so the starch is released for the yeast to attack. It's a whole big process with different.
It's chemistry.
It's chemistry basically.
Are you
Yeah, it's simple
enjoying?
chemistry.
You're obviously enjoying learning it.
Yeah,
then, are you?
yeah, absolutely. Because
He's
again, there's
loving it. Look
like,
at him.
there's-
He's so happy speaking about
I
it. This is the happiest
know.
I've seen you speaking
no,
about stuff.
it's a great job. I love it because there is like even little things where like say a tour comes through and you're working away doing something and people
filtered through the heather.
exactly through the breasts of a young maiden. It's like they'll come through and they'll say, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'll explain, "Oh, well, I'm taking samples of the spirit here. I'm checking it for its density. I'm checking, you know, the levels." And oh, it's people who are fascinated by what you're doing and being able to tell them exactly what you're doing and not make a fool of yourself. Basically,
Yeah.
you know, it's
I get that in the shop. It's like when people go, "Can I get a ribeye?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
can you wait a couple of minutes?" Of course, because I need to take it off the bone. So if when you put that primal, that 5-bone rib roast, which is there, it's a 5-bone rib roast. So it's something you buy at Christmas time, right? So it's like the fancy roast with the bones in it and shit like that. Once you take it off of there, it's now côte de boeuf, which is a French word for an untrimmed ribeye, basically. And then
Okay.
once you peel back this outer bit of muscle, I forget the name now. That's how good I am. Once you peel that back and you reveal the primal of the ribeye and then trim it and slice it in front of them, they are so in awe of the theatre.
yeah.
And I love doing that. And I always say to them, right, it's your ribeyes, this is the price. The butchery lesson was free.
Yes,
But they
okay,
go
yeah.
up, so fascinating to see just what it becomes, and you even explain
Exactly,
you know,
yeah.
what happens to it. But like even if you're getting to do that in tours as well, that
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
and there is a sense of sort of pride of your
There is.
workshop.
It's a pride, exactly. Like even if you're on, like, for example, the mashing as well, you've got this big ton. It's called a ton, the big mash ton. And all your mash in there, your waters are in there. It's all working away. And you've got tourists asking, like, "Oh, well, what's happening here?" And you're like, "Oh, well." And you'll just say, "Well, this is what's happened. This is the temperature we're running at, you know, blah, blah. And this is what we're doing. This is how this temperature of water works and stuff." And it just, and to see people going, "Fuck yeah, that's really cool," you know. And
as a nerd of food and drink and all that, the water, where does it come from?
so we use two different waters. We have a water. This is boring for folk who are.
No, it's not. It's
Imagine,
just
no,
fun. It's an access show. So
There
go
is a
nuts.
good point. Yeah, there is a spring. That it's called the hidden spring, secret spring of water that comes down from the hill, and it comes through the distillery, and we use the water, fresh water from that, as our kind of our main water, essentially for making the whiskey with. And then there's water we bring in that we use for the process. So we use that as cooling water or for things that aren't going to go into the final product as such, you know. So there's two kind of sources of water
So
we
that
use.
first water is essentially where the flavour comes from, almost, or
Part of it, yes, or part of the character.
mouthfeel and all that
Yeah,
kind of
so a
stuff
lot
as
of it
well.
comes from your barley. A lot of it comes, or a part of it comes from your water as well too. But also it comes from your stilling process. So it depends on your stills. Like so you'll see how, you know, the classic shape of a whiskey distillery still. You've got the long neck and you've got a long kind of neck coming off of that too as well. That long neck there. Depending on the length of that, the height of that, the gradient of that as well too,
Is that
can
where the
all have an effect.
condensation comes from?
Yeah, so basically imagine this still, right? And you've got this point up here. That condensate from this bubbling alcohol here. The alcohol kind of condensates away from the water. And it goes up this spout, and as it goes up the spout, it's starting to kind of reliquefy because it's hitting against the copper. The copper itself is also helping change the taste profile of the spirit. So it runs down that line arm back into your kind of your cooling system to get it down to a certain temperature. In doing so, it's passing over this long length of copper arm, again adding flavor profiles to the spirit from the copper. Some people will put lumps of copper in that arm, so it runs not only a straight line, but also over this lumps of copper to bring more flavor into the spirit, you see. And then it goes into your safe, and that's when you do your checks and stuff. But it's all through that process of the heating, the copper exposure.
See, even those little buzzwords like safe.
Yeah, it's a spirit safe, yes. It's cool, but it's a cool process. I would love to, you guys, if you're free one day, come out by. I'll give you a tour around and see what you think.
We would be professional. I'm the one that you have to worry about, but I would be professional.
You know, I behave myself.
I would love
your work.
I would just love to watch you in a professional capacity.
Yeah,
I will happily take you in and let you see the place. I'm sure my boss wouldn't mind if you come in for a wee nosy. So.
The only two professional capacities I've ever seen him is him telling me to speak clearly into the microphone and him holding a door open for me.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, exactly.
But no, it's like little things like that. I think that is incredibly fascinating, and I like to see the passion in you. Because even describing that just now, you had a little fucking spark in your face. You cunt.
But you know, it's like, I think for me as well too. It's come to a point where I have two jobs that I really am quite proud of. I love my whiskey job because I'm making a product that I've got a passion for. I enjoy learning about it, enjoy the process.
We're proud of you as well.
Oh, stop yourselves!
We are cool.
But even with the fire service, like we see a lot of horrible stuff, a lot of bad stuff, but you also do a lot of good as well too. Like you get people to safety.
You keep a motherfucker alive.
We've saved a lot of lives, and we've lost some as well, of course, you know. But it's hard. At times it's tough. At times it really can hit you. We've seen stuff that I would never have dreamed of seeing like 5 years ago. Now I'm like, holy shit! And it's not. You become slightly more numb to it a little bit. Not numb to it, but you still feel bad for what you're seeing, but you then you've got a cut-off switch. So you cut off your emotion and you get the job done. Get that person safety or recover what's there, you know? And it's tough going. Like I was telling before about how haven't been able to go to the gym for the last week and a half because I buggered my back at a big fire we were at, you know? And but it's things you do. It's what you do. But again, it's like we'll do we'll get visits to the station from like kids groups, beavers, scouts, nursery, toddlers all come in for a wee tour around the pump.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more fun than taking kids round saying, look at this, and have a shot of this, here's a hose, and blasting water everywhere. And it's just amazing to show people this is what we do. Yes, it's
and
quite
it's like
cool
they look
stuff.
up to you as well. I remember when I used to work in a nurseries, we used to always get them at the fire station or the police, and like these little kids are like actually proper looking up to you, like, oh my god, like
it's
God,
amazing.
you're a hero, but you like kind of are. Do you know what I mean?
It's not so much a hero. It's a more case of like going from my previous career of basically being a fucking bouncer, and that was it.
Thug.
You know, a thug, a hired thug, to having two jobs that I've got a lot of love and respect for is a damn cool thing, you know. It's
see you just like same what you said about like showing the kids all that in the fire station. Like, you explaining to me what the copper does, adds flavour and the safe, that word. I nearly popped the semi. Buzzword.
It's
it was
amazing,
like you explained that like it just obviously it's like off the top of the head it's just common stuff for you. It's just common knowledge. But for me, it's something I didn't know because I've only ever seen home brewing and distillation and all that kind of stuff from a home perspective. But to see it in an industrial phase, I fucking loved hearing that shit just now.
I will take you into my work and I'll take you through each step and you can see exactly how this goes to this, to this, to this, to this. And we'll go through the whole thing. It's quite a cool process.
Like building shit, like anything that I learn as a side thing. Like a little hobby. Seeing it in a professional capacity for me is fucking amazing. Because it is just so mind expanding. Knowledge is power, bitch.
Even for myself, I've always had it's not always, but certainly in my later years, like a real appreciation for whiskey. I love whiskey. I love the taste. I like trying new things.
I've still got a bottle you gave me at Christmas time.
Have you?
I'm aging that motherfucker.
Oh, is that the 12-year-old you gave
yes,
me?
I'm still keeping
a bottle.
I have not touched it or put it through any fucking mixers. I've kept it. I'm like, right, I'm not gonna fuck this bottle up. But just like even the shit about like extra copper for extra flavor, I'm like, because it's like,
well, the aging process stops once it goes in that bottle. That's it done.
Yes,
it's aging stops. The aging process is all about the time in the cask.
Okay,
because the cask gives it flavor.
There's tannins in the wood that come, so you char the wood, which loosens the tannins in the wood, which oh my god, I could keep on going.
Have you?
That's what I'm like.
I'm fucking loving it.
though. Is this the first time I've seen you like explain something to me that you're super excited
just
about?
They
cool,
just
but-
used to there going.
That's it.
Have you ever done?
Good.
Have you ever done homebrew?
No, but I'm tempted to try it though.
Why not?
Well, the problem is like you need to have like I've got space in my garage. I could do it.
As a butcher,
But-
I have made sausages at home. And they're a lot better than if I make them in the shop because I'm marking them to a specific sort of fucking
Smaller scale,
medication?
rather
just
than
like
bigger
a
scale.
very much a small scale.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, not just like what will the general consensus of people like, and just even doing it. I did it the old-fashioned way, hand ground it with a fucking hand mincer, hand stuffed it in a hand mincer machine. It was fucking amazing. I aged them as well. I've made like home cured slamies, fucking pepperonis, all this extra stuff that I can't really do at my shop because it's so commercial.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like you're kind of doing small batch commercial.
Yeah.
But like if you was to mark something yourself at him, I reckon
Well-
you'd fucking have a little side.
Well, I
fucking
fancy
business.
it, but before I carry on, though, a quick mention about Miracle in the chat room. It says, idea for Coops' podcast. Come listen, it's Tuesday. CLIT. There you go. Come listen, it's Tuesday.
Oh my god! Beautiful,
So,
beautiful, beautiful.
Well done, Merrick. Okay.
Who is medical? Are we allowed to say who it is? Do we know who it is?
I'm not sure actually what his full name is.
Make yourself
Just Miracle
known.
in the. So, yeah, for me, I fancy the idea. Like, I know that you before you've done home distillation when it comes to your ales you made and as well. And I'd fancy doing that, but I fancy trying to make spirit at home, which would be pretty cool because I've got a friend who makes gin. One of the guys I know makes gin at home, and I'm like, I could maybe try making gin or like a.
Can I
Pardon me, or
put you on a couple of YouTube channels? And can I put you on
absolutely.
Can I put you on a documentary about moonshine?
oh yes, aye.
It's a guy. He's like a little fucking.
That shit makes you blind.
Well, he's like
if you make it the wrong way, yeah.
I've had before.
There
Holy fucking
is
shit.
there's chemicals, so you've got three components to your spirit. You've got the head.
I know. I'm like,
You've got the
look at the little
head.
prime mummy over
the
here.
head.
The head, the
The
body, heart, and the tails,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah, you know. And when you're starting your still off course, you've got your vapors come off.
You filter out shite to begin with.
Exactly,
You
that's the
put it-
one.
You put it all in the glasses and you catch it. Can I take over?
Do it.
You put it all in the glasses and you catch a lot of it, right? And then you go back and you sample them all and go, right, that's a head, right? That's the heart or the middle. You find the good parts. And then the tails, because it's the stuff off the shit at the bottom, it's a lot more different.
It's weaker. It's there's like low volatile ethanols in there too that are shit. And
The beginning stuff's the stuff that you start cars with. The stuff in the middle is the stuff you enjoy. The stuff at the end is just like, well, maybe do something else with that.
Exactly.
But it's like a fillet. So a whole beef fillet is kind of similar because you've got for an entire fillet of beef, right? Fillet is there. You've got two of these muscles in your body.
We've got 11 folk watching this, by the way, as well.
I don't know, but it's an
We're just
excess
just a
show.
regular chat.
It's
you know,
an excess
It's
show.
an excess
Fuck
show.
it.
So right in your body, right? Our anatomy is the same of every mammal, right? But they're all the same. So in your body, right, you've got a fillet which runs from your arse and it tapers up towards the sort of fifth, sixth rib, right? So it goes thick.
that's what Coops hears in our dirty porn videos. Is fillet.
fillet. It's 5 minutes filming out.
That's it.
So you get like these two things. So the ones,
Bingo.
the ones near your
We
hip.
should do porn bingo.
Porn bingo. Bum bingo.
Bum bingo.
Do it after. We'll do it for the Christmas special.
Yes,
the Halloween
bum bingo.
special.
Yes. Or we could see if they're actually having bum sex or normal sex by just the looks on their faces.
Oh, a guessing game. Go ahead.
Do you know what I mean?
So sorry, you were saying
Sorry, you were
fillet.
saying.
Does the look on your face change with bum sex? Yeah. So your bum, right? Your hips, where your hips are. So that's where your rump starts. Your rump
Yes.
is your arse
Your
cheek,
rump.
right? So from there's two thick bits. It's a tail with a lot of flat bitty, and there's a lot of sinew on it, which is called the rump fillet.
Okay.
Right? So kind of like the head of the whiskey. It's not the best, but it's okay, right? The middle is what is called, Americans call filet or chateaubriand. The center cut, it's the perfect bit. And you only get 4 steaks if you're lucky out of one of these. And the bottom bit is the tail.
See, that's also fascinating.
See, I know it's great, isn't
Food and
it?
drink, you've got me. Do you know what I mean? That's
know.
me.
So the bottom bit fillets out into what's called the tail, and it's a little flat, and it's got a lot of trim. So as you come up, but you've also got a chain that runs on them that connects to your ribs. But your fillet, the reason why the fillet is so prized, there's two of them in a beast. It's so prized because it is a muscle in your body that never moves.
Right.
So because it never moves, contracts, or does anything, it is so fucking tender.
It never moves.
Never, because you think about it. Do you think the inside of your body really moves? Especially if you're a herbivore that roams. They don't really turn. They don't do hula hoops. They don't do shit like that. They don't do crunches or side abs.
Aye, okay.
So it never moves. So this fillet, these two muscles on either side of your rib cage, they never move. So they are so tender and so prized. But the centerpiece,
Holy shit, okay.
you only ever get 4 steaks off them. So if you, the reason why.
So sorry to ask a question here. Because they're not moving, they're not becoming like harder or leather.
No.
There's a soft, not soft. It's a softer muscle, essentially, or softer.
It's very soft. It never moves. So like the front end of a cow and the back end. So like the arms and the hoofs, the legs, right? They support all the weight, and they're full of sinews and tendons, like tendons. Sorry, like our arms.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can get tendonitis and that kind of shit. They're no good. They need to be slow cooked because they support all the weight. Like our legs would be fucking shite for cooking because they support all the weight. They do all the work. They do a lot of muscle movement. Same with the cow. Its shoulders, same with the pig, same with the lamb. It supports all the weight because it's on their chest. So like if you do a press up, the reason why your titties get bigger is because you're pushing all the weight from there. So that is a tough cut. It's full of collagen.
Okay.
Which is the shit people get injected in their lips and all that kind of stuff. Collagen is something that needs to be broken down. It's something that's in gummy bears. It's in fucking cola bottles, collagen, gelatin.
Yeah.
So it needs to be broken down with steam and heating time.
Right.
So they support a lot. They do a lot more movement. Your spine on a herbivore, because they're flat, right? They got flat spine. The steaks from the loins. So a sirloin, a ribeye, and a rump. They're very good, but they've all got different textures. That's because they move slightly, but they do not, again, support weight. They're just a backbone. And then your back legs, condensed muscles, very open fibers, not a lot of fat, good for roast and slow cooking.
Right, okay.
So it's crazy how it can
Bloody
go from
hell, yeah.
head to tail. Like even in drink as well, like in food and drink, there is like a head and a tail
Yeah.
and a perfect part of everything.
Perfect
and
part,
it's
exactly,
always
yeah.
the center. The center
Yeah.
is always the perfect part. So the middle of whiskey,
That's the one, yeah. So when we do I'll take you out to the distillery, both of you as well, do have a look around. We'll do it when one of my colleagues is on, a guy called Connor.
Okay.
And Connor listens to the show. And he's a big fan of the Lurchy Purchies as well too. So we'll come in and see Connor. He's a deviant, so he's a
Yes.
me and him will get on okay.
You'll get on great with him as well
They'll
too.
get on
but
great.
He's also demanding a DHB t-shirt and a Lurchymania, I believe, as well too. So we'll need to get that
Abby,
sorted.
we need to hook him up.
We'll need to hook him up. So
I
that's
hooked
fine.
I hooked somebody up with a Lurchymania t-shirt this week.
Did you?
But I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Are you not? Oh no.
Fucking raging. He couldn't nearly left without it.
Oh.
Oh, Eliza got one too.
I was waiting to say, Eliza,
No,
come on.
I know.
Fuck you sitting by my door. Like,
No, she got one because I think she was doing a driving test this
Yeah.
week. So she was either going to get it or not get it. And she got it because she
Excellent.
passed her
got it.
test.
Because
Yes,
she passed
she
the wee
passed
honey
her
bunch of
test.
We're
shit.
so fucking proud of her.
So speaking of driving, right, which I believe has been absolutely hindered.
Oh, right. Give me a minute. I need to top up
Around-
my glass.
Oh God, he's getting fucking agitated here. So while he tops up his glass, let me just give you a wee heads up of what I know so far, Coops.
Okay.
Is that Lurchy's been having some stress because,
I was going to ask you, actually, is this anything to do with your van?
well, I was going to ask about that as well.
Where's your van?
So normally when we park
okay.
here at Lurchy Purch's Pizza Palace, there's normally his worky van outside, but it's gone.
I know, because
What's
I was
happened
like,
to the van?
yes, I'm here before Scott. And then I was like, oh, no, his car's
Yeah, I
dead.
got that space.
Bitch.
By the way, reversing into your space where your van was, I nearly killed a fucking jogger. So I'm clearly like the white lights are back on, showing reversing. You can see my tail coming in towards space. Fucking jogger suddenly right behind me. Ah! Hit the brakes, nearly twat the bastard. And they kept on going. Think the fuck, just kept on going. Like, oh, fuck it, I was
I had to
raging.
rush in that back door and pretend I never got hit by a car.
Fucking raging, exactly.
I'm sorry, we're...
So where's the van gone?
Steve's got it.
Oh, has he? Okay, cool. Ah, right.
So, right, sorry. So with this, right, I
It
just
got
went-
started.
no, not yet.
Oh, no.
Can I just preface
Right, okay, sorry.
this at the end? Can we talk about our Halloween stuff just to bring
Yes.
the mood up lighter?
Okay, so right now we're gonna get serious. Things are gonna get a bit serious, a bit dark, because Lurchy's raging. And So I don't know all of the facts, but what I do know is that they've closed the road. Of course, Tilly Butcher, 61 Hayton Road, Aberdeen. Hayton Road has been closed by the council for retarring or for some kind of resurfacing work.
Technically, right? So see when you's maybe got fibre put into your street.
Yes.
Or when the gas pipes got changed in your street. I'm going to guess you and everyone that's listening probably got a letter saying, we are doing fibre work on your street. Access might be restricted.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the guy in charge. If you have a problem, any inconveniences, anything, please phone these numbers, ask for help.
We
Same
had
with gas.
the water board cut off the water today, but warned us like 2 weeks ago saying, just so you know, on that day, you'll have
to the occupier, here's a letter.
Exactly.
So this, I've been there for 13 years, right? This is the third time they've done this fucking road. The past 2 times I've gotten letters. The last time it got letters, I don't know if you can remember, but it was when The Apprentice was there.
Yes.
The Apprentice.
The original.
Mr. Mackenzie.
Okay, that's
Yes.
a long time ago.
It was 6-7 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So last time it happened, it was closed, but it was left-hand traffic lights, right-hand traffic lights.
Okay,
Then
yeah.
the left-hand side of the road closed it, and then the right-hand side of the road. So you could still come up and do the road.
Still coming down, exactly, yeah.
Which is incredibly logical, don't you think?
You would think so. You would think so. Especially for those kind of small businesses in that area, you know, on that bit of road.
Well, we were being fucking stamped out, boys and girls. We are being fucking stamped out by this fucking tyrannical fucking elephant that's
What happened to Lord, you saying, I'm going to have a monologue about this, but I'm not going to swear through it. That was at least 4 fuckings there.
Oh, I tried my fucking best. Like, I even put a post up. Like, I've got 2 posts, right?
Right.
I put a post up last night, and I put another one. I queued up this one, spent an hour writing it, and I'm like, right, I need to go back to the beginning, look over it, make sure I've got the spelling right. 9 times out of 10, I've got something wrong, and I went back and I went, Kenneth, actually, at the beginning, just so you know, this message is going to hit 10 million fucks in it. Somebody please keep count.
Right.
So, fuck is the word that is going to come out of my mouth just now, because let's not do left hand, right hand. Even when they did that, it was bad for my business. It was bad for the road of businesses. Me and
I imagine parking would be heavily limited
Yeah.
as well too when it comes to the left-hand, right-hand system.
so it's like, so see tomorrow, because we've got a storm warning, right?
Yeah, yeah.
See if you've got to go to a shop. Say you went to go to Asda, you went to get a bottle of milk. See if you cannot get parked under shelter or near the shop, you're probably going to go somewhere else and look where you can get parked, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So if you cannot get even up the fucking road that I'm on, you're not going to come there.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's no diversions just now, this time with the roadworks, there's no diversions, there's no road signs, it just says road on the right closed. You just assume everything up there is inaccessible.
Yeah.
Because
normally you would have a sign saying business is still open as usual.
for fucking usual,
Yeah.
but because it's the fucking city council, they cannot fucking bother their condescending money grabbing arses to do that. So even if you try to go over the Diamond Bridge to me, road on right closed.
Okay.
You then try and go round, go maybe through Cummings Park,
Hayden Road,
where you used to live.
Yes,
We're not
exactly,
there.
yeah.
Can't fucking get in. Can't get in.
Oh,
can't
Hayden
get
Road,
in.
sorry, yeah.
So
Northern
then
Road.
you've got to then go up past the school, all the way up the Great Northern Road.
Oh, yeah.
Come back, come to the Fountain Bar in the corner, shout out. And there you're met with a sign that says road ahead closed. You come down over the bridge, road on the right
Jesus.
closed. You come down that road, you still can travel down that fucking road. Road ahead closed. You get to my road. Big sign in the middle of the road. This road is closed. Where the fuck are you supposed to park? So there's houses on this road, right?
So unless you're willing to walk a good 5 minutes away, essentially, to get to your place,
You're fucked.
kind of fucked, yeah.
And a lot of my customers, right, they're from out with the area, they're old, and they're disabled.
Yeah.
I look after everyone and not a fucking person. I do not blame them. I didn't blame my customers for not wanting to come
Oh,
there.
God, no.
That are just seeing that signs and go, fuck that, I'll get a put them in for Asda.
Yeah.
Fair play to you.
I'm thinking you're closed as well, though. Like, if they're coming up to
exactly.
these road signs and it says road closed, then
The thought of having to, like the price of fucking petrol today, having to go all the way round and then, I can't come there, back out. You're getting frustrated. Coming to see me who's going to cheer your fucking day up. You're already fucked off, right? Mm-hmm. So by the time you get to my road, fucked. But a lot of people didn't give a fuck, and I love these people. He's like, fuck that sign.
Yep.
Straight over park outside the shop. On Sunday, right? So I'll take his back. On Sunday. So because I was Hollywood on Thursday,
Yes.
which I'm fucking raging at Caspica about.
I know.
So many stories, right?
Oh, I know. Right.
I was Hollywood. Like Hollywood was in my shop.
How long are you non-disclosed, kind of non-disclosure tied for?
2 months apparently.
2 months. Oh,
So I'm not allowed to speak about the fact, Aberdeen City Council, that Hollywood was in my fucking shop. Yet people are now trying to come to my shop and kind of get there. So on Sunday, I'd taken a lot of stuff out of the shop because I'm like, I don't know, cluttered. Mm-hmm. So on Sunday, I'll take it back. So it comes in on Sunday, comes down the road and like, you're in a fucking laugh. Lucy's driving me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we had to go all the way around, and I'm like, what the actual fuck? Again, like, I thought this was Monday, this was going to happen. So 10 minutes later, we get to the other side of the shop and we come down, and I'm like, what? And I'm seeing all these closed signs, road ahead closed, and I'm like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. We got there, and I'm like, and it was a sign in the middle of the road. It's like, road closed. It's like, I can't go down that road. I'm like, you can. I own this fucking road. I made this road. This road is what it is because of me. Go down this fucking road. It's like,
Lurch Avenue.
it's just like, no, let's stop here. So we stopped, right? And we walked across, and some fucking gobshite fucking Jobsworth cunt goes, give me every fucking sounds like. I had an armful of my postage boxes, and I just went, boof, on the floor. Climbed up into his little JCB. And I'm like, oh, hello, mate. Did you just take me there? Oh, I was just saying, can you not read road signs? They're like, yeah, well, I'm like dropping stuff off. This is my fucking street. So I'd appreciate if you'd never talk to me like that again, please. Why do you think you could talk? Oh, no, I was just saying, it's like, it's my job. All right. So I'm back in. Drops off boxes, speaks to the Nisa next door. Mm-hmm. It's fucking Dida.
I was going to ask, they'll be fucked as well.
So they're scraping this path. This is a different company.
But then surely the Nisa will be getting quite a fair bit of foot traffic from the local side.
Yes, because the Nisa is your one-stop shop for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I am your one-stop shop for meat and meat only.
Yeah.
So I do not have the fucking freedom of them.
Exactly, yeah.
So anyway, they were deed. Spoke to them, and I went to one, and I was like really fucking annoyed. Came home. That's fine. Monday, I went back. I'm normally closed on Monday. Closed. I go in, I set up. I don't advertise being open. I usually take about £1,000 on Monday.
Okay,
Just
usually
from
closed.
not even being advertised being open. Just people coming in back and forth. No one. Not a fucking customer.
Fucking hell.
Didn't serve nobody, right? So, okay. I messaged my local counsellor, but this is like you, the fucking gobshite. It was very professional.
Of course, yes, of course.
This is laid back. You, the fucker that's in charge of planning roadworks, and the money that's in charge that is subsidised from this, need to come see me, please. Thank you. Send. Went away, did a couple of things, come back. Nothing else on the road was done since Sunday. When I was there in the morning, it was a couple of workers on the road for maybe half an hour, and I stood about waiting. I had stuff to do, deliveries to come in, which couldn't get in, which was a...
Oh, jeez.
Imagine, right? Imagine you're getting a delivery. You want it to the door, especially if it weighs in excess of 60 kilograms.
Well, I've seen some of the pallets that you get there, and it's a fucking two-man job.
Pallets, sides of beef, fucking, it's heavy. It's very much a hazardous thing just to get it delivered.
Yeah.
Because imagine, like, walking with 60 kilos on your shoulder. You want a flat piece of service, you want to come in, you want to get it done.
Of course, yeah.
Short amount of time, because it does fuck you up. No, couldn't get a delivery. So I went away, come back, and the guys that were working on the road, the people, the thems that were working on the fucking road, whatever it is, they were, I can't use this clip now. Fucking
I know, exactly. I was just thinking that.
I just fucked it up. So anyway, I comes back, they were gone by 3 o'clock when I come back. No roadworks. Tuesday, I served 10 customers on Tuesday.
Jeez.
How many do you normally get through your
About
door?
100.
Fucking hell.
10 customers. So I reached a point, messaged my counsellor again. I'm just forwarding my email on. Can appreciate if you can respond. Me no reply yet. I want to make compensation claims. Spoke to my neighbours.
Well, that's it. I mean, your traffic is dropping by what,
Yeah.
90% on a fucking of your average. That's
Our road is
ridiculous.
closed. So this part of the road that they're working on is the zebra crossing, right? They're working on the zebra crossing. Mm-hmm. This was put in after the road was done last time,
Yeah.
and they never closed the road.
Okay.
The road was not closed to do that. For some reason, it's closed now because apparently they're putting in speed bumps.
Right. Okay.
Nobody knows why. They're putting in speed bumps, apparently. So the entire road is closed. So yesterday, the workers arrived at 9:30. They got out of their vans at 11:45.
Fucking
Lurch,
hell.
how do you know these times specifically? Well, because I served 10 customers yesterday.
Oh,
I was there from 7 o'clock in the morning to
man.
6 o'clock at night, 10 customers. So I saw these things and smoked 20 fags. If anything, their bothy, where their workers go, has probably had more miles put on the fucking threads of the door frame than the entirety of Hating Road's hidden its entire generation of being there.
man.
So watch them, 11:45. They did some work for 15 minutes, sat in their fucking vans again, and then they went home at 3 o'clock. Nothing was done. I'm like, what the actual fuck? So I went fucking mental. Mike's a Tilly Drone word, by the way.
I was
Mike.
gonna say, what is that?
Mike is Tilly Drone for mental.
Mental. Okay.
Fucking Mike.
I went fucking Mike.
With Fuzzy. Fucking
Pretty
Mike.
shit, that was.
So I wrote a post. I wrote
Okay.
a big post, and I thought, Guinness, setting that for a minute. It's maybe just temporary.
Okay,
Nothing's
okay.
permanent. It's maybe just temporary.
So the post was written, but it wasn't published at that point.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So
Also, still sitting waiting.
this will fucking destroy and ruin any cunt that's ever worked for the city council in their entirety.
Oh, be careful what you're doing.
See-
Fit if I got to lose.
Everything.
got to-
Your business.
Yeah.
My business is going to die with this road being closed. So, fit if I got to lose. I served 10 customers yesterday.
The thing is, though,
13 customers today.
the thing is, though, and with all love and respect, and Coop's probably might be as well too, that sometimes you can go a bit scorched earth with these things. And because look, wait, how many times have we had to edit shit out the show because you've gone scorched earth on a topic? We've had to cut bits out because, in hindsight, you might be like, oh, that's going to get me in trouble. You can sometimes go a bit like steamroller, which is cool, but I would worry if it affected your business.
Yeah, we don't want you to affect.
Exactly.
I think it's a
we worry
dodgism.
about you hurting yourself more than hurting the other side.
So
if you
the
will.
reason why I've written it, I've looked at it, and I've read it. So like we hear, I think about it, and I say it, and then in hindsight, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, okay.
So when did you write that post?
2 days ago.
Do you still want to post it?
Yes. I've added more since, right?
Okay,
And the
right,
reason why is because I have nothing to lose.
And do you know what I get where you're coming from on that?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it
a fair
just
point.
seems like they're just fucking against business owners right now.
Exactly.
I'm not even joking you. It's like everything is just aimed.
But then isn't the council there though, aren't they? Like isn't it a mixed bag of politics?
There's one Labour, 2 SNP, and I get the distinct feeling it's fully fucking SNP it's causing us.
Okay.
And I am not political in the fucking slightest.
Ah.
But with the plans that I have to destroy the city council, not just with this post, but in general and going forward, right? The amount of people, the 10 people I served, right? They're obviously local people. Mm-hmm. How are you today, Larch? You look really sad. You look really angry. You look really upset. Every one of them. Well, this roadworks is affecting business. You know, like the second, the third, the fourth customer served today. City council, man. Like every one of them, all 10 of them said that they've had a problem. They've submitted a problem. They've put a problem onto their website. They spoke to councillors. They spoke to their local their local MPs. They've spoken to all these people. Nothing has been done for years. Little things to major things to fucking, are you taking a piss? Is that for real? Nobody's done anything about things. That I am now, on Monday, going to start a soup kitchen. The Tilly Jones soup kitchen. How's that going to look for the fucking
I was going to
party
say that.
leaders?
That's going to look really
How's that
shit
gonna
on them.
look?
Brilliant on for
This
you.
poverty soup kitchen.
But do you know why I'm not saying brilliant for you is because I know you're not doing it for like attention or you're not
No,
doing it
it's
to
not
get
self-serving.
kudos. It's
Yeah.
because this guy actually gives a shit, and you can tell
Exactly.
because the people that are coming into your shop are recognizing like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? It's like normally you can turn you can just turn it on. Like we're quite good. Paint your face on, even if you're having a shit time.
Wearing the mask.
Showtime.
You've got to, like, that was my problem before. Like when I worked in the shop, it was like affected me personally. Was personal stuff going on, and then because I'm there myself, I've got to prep off and I've got to get everything done in my shop. And then when a customer comes in, you've got to switch on the charm. You've got to be really nice because they could be having an even fucking worse day.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't want to project that on a customer.
True.
You want to make sure they're having a good time, and you can read the room.
You have to wear the mask.
Sometimes you get customers in where you can tell straight off the bat they're just into buy stuff. They don't like the idea that they're out shopping, interacting with people.
Yeah, yeah.
Some customers, you can realize that you're the only interaction they're getting in a day. So you need to turn on that charm, and you need to listen to them, and you need to remember stories that they tell you. And I remember everyone's stories. Like,
because let's face it, with you working in, sorry to cut in there, but with you working in a community such as Tillydone as well too, where there are a lot of people who are isolated.
Community.
It's a community. Despite any faults it's had or has, it's a community, and there's like a strong community heart there. But you know, you're working in a place where you, like you said, you might be the only point of call for someone all day. You know that you have to be that kind of.
You know what the sad thing is, right? I am a community butcher, and I am the last of a dying breed because everyone's trying to become a food hall now, which is fair enough. That's maybe the way it needs to move to. But as a community butcher, I am the one in the community that they come to for counselling, solace, laughter, and above all, a bit of fucking love sometimes, because I remember everything about them. I remember birthdays. I remember sad days.
You go to their funerals.
I've been to so many fucking funerals over the past 2 years. It's unbelievable. And the thing that fucking pisses me off the most, right, is this city council. I am a constituent for this area. These motherfuckers have not had the common courtesy to message me and tell me, or any of the businesses, any of my fucking brothers and sisters and other vibrations of the mind on the road about this road is going to be closed. Sorry, this is what you can do. This is what we're going to do. None of that. We've tried messaging. No fucking reply. Nobody's fucking interested in speaking to us. The thing is, they're supposed to be the cunts that we look up to and that we trust, and they're supposed to help us. There was a guy, right? He lived across the road for the shop. His name was David Reed. Sorry, David Robertson. David Reed's still alive. He broke his fucking
I'd be shitting himself. Oh my God.
So, David Robertson, right? He lives across the shop. And I remember he coming to the shop. I was used to come in. He always wore a parka jacket, a cap, and glasses. He was an older boy and he had a huge red nose. And I remember when the COVID masks kicked off and he come in. He had glasses and a hearing aid, right? So he comes in and shows me, hello, Liam. And he's putting the mask on. One leg or the ear, goes to put the other leg on. This leg comes off. He's like, for fuck's sake. And then he goes to put it on again. His glasses come off. He's like, Christ. And he puts his glasses back on. Then his hearing aid popped out and he's standing and goes, this Nicola Sturgeon's got a lot to fucking up. Right? He used to come in every 2 days at about 4:30, 5 o'clock when I was just getting ready to tidy up and go home. 2 Chinese chops or 2 pork chops. I mean, yappa. And he lived in the flats directly opposite the shop.
Yes.
Right? So, one day in September, about 3 years ago, I didn't see him for a while. And I'm asking questions about him. And I'm in the I'm like, you seen David? Like, who? And I'm like, his feet looks like, his feet, where's it? No, we didn't see him for a while. A month went by and I didn't hear or see him, right? And I worry.
Yes.
I worry about people. And then I worry about the fucking money that they spend. Couldn't only ever spent £3, but he was a good, he was a laugh, and he was just somebody that I cared about because I talked to him. And he always rounded off my day nicely. Didn't hear from him for a while. And then all of a sudden, this was the end of the summertime, so maybe around about now, like end of last month. And then it was mid-October, November. I seen him outside his building. Shorts on, his thing on, and it's fucking pissing with rain and howling a gale. I went, oh, it's David. I was like fucking happy to see him. I'm like, all right, man. I went over and spoke to him, and he says, I was in the hospital. Like, I had it was like a heart attack or something he had. He ended up in the hospital. The ambulance service came and got him. Tina Mama. So why are you in your house? He says, I can't get in. Because I left, they took me away. The council came back, changed my locks, and now I can't get in. I'm like, can you even get into the building? He's like, no. So I'm buzzing every cunt in the fucking building. Like, have you tried other buzzers? He's like, I've tried.
Jesus.
He'd been there for like half an hour before I noticed him. So I'm bashing out the buzzer. I'm like, listen, come into the shop. No, I'll wait here. Like, listen, if you get tired of waiting, come into the shop, the kettle's on. So he's still there. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. Went over and spoke to him again. So if you phone the council, it's like, I keep getting put on hold, passed around. I'm like, fuck this. I message the council, says, listen, I've got a problem. I've got a gentleman here who lives on the road. He was in hospital. They've changed his locks. He can't get in his flat. And he's in shorts. And it's freezing cold. Can you maybe please do something? I'll see what I can do. So like an hour went by and I said, David, go fucking sit in the shop. So he sat in the lobby and he was shivering like fuck. And I thought, fuck this. I phoned him a personal locksmith, a private locksmith. He come out, drilled the locks out, changed his locks, put it in. And says, right, your locks are done. And while that was happening, I went next door and I got milk, bread, a couple of tins of soup, a couple of bags of crisps, a newspaper, a son. I know, fit my leg. I got my son. A couple of bits of biscuits and all that. And I says, here you go. And I says, for you fucking, are you metered gas or are you contract gas? He's no, I'm metered. It's like, I don't think I'll gas. I'm like, neighbour there. Because I went up with him. Took his gas card, took his electric card, about a tenner on each, went back and I says, here you go. Sort of dude. He says, I can't thank you enough. I says, don't fucking thank me. And like, it's the right thing to fucking do.
Yeah.
As far as your fucking council leaders to help you if I asked them, nobody did fuck all for him. And then it was like, he'd come in for a couple of weeks. And I think it was the start of the year. Like, I'm like, I haven't seen David again. And the day that I'd mentioned and went through the NISA, I'd found out he died. And he lay dead in his flat for 2.5 weeks. Nobody checked on him. Nobody looked, and I'd forgotten about him. But I'm sure counsel for you. And I get fucking, they cleared out his flat and the fucking papers came down like vultures when it came why he died. Was it a fucking overdose? That was bullshit. And that's what you've got to put up with.
Yeah.
In that district, that area. It's such a fucking bad name, but people are so nice.
Yeah. And you know what? I've always said that whenever I come to your shop,
They're so
it's like people
humble.
that come in, it's like I love just standing in the shop. Same as when you used to live there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I actually loved it because although Tilly Road does have a bad name for drugs and theft or whatever it goes on, but I've never known a place where people actually give a shit about each other. And you know what? People out there could actually take a leaf out of people's books in that area. Because they do actually give a shit about each other.
Yes, there was a bad element in the area. I mean, some of my neighbours definitely were a bad element when I was living there. But there was a lot of good people there too as well. I mean, as much as I've laughed and joked in the past on previous shows about my time living there, there was a lot of nice people there too. A lot of good people there as well too, like you said. And there was a good community heart in the place as well.
If I could maybe talk about my Hollywood experience the other day.
You best not to, because you're under a non-disclosure agreement.
A little bit because it's so vague.
I love how you're like so daddy's got it now. It's like no.
Right, it's so vague. Like when I was student there with the camera crew and all that, like it was when the schools were coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So the mums were walking past and like
careful.
And no, it was just I was yapping about that and then like
mummy.
Like I'm yapping about them and that's fine. And then there was a couple of folk walking past like, oh, is this you on Crime Watch? Is it? And I'm like, yeah, you better watch yourself. If they see you walking about with your stick at your benefits. But they're walking about and I'm laughing at a joke and like they even commented it's like it was really nice just to see that.
Yeah.
Like somebody that interacts with
that community kind of interaction.
I spoke to them all by their first names and like we just did this start and stop banter. There was no like a forced element to it up.
So the problem really right now is that because the council haven't taken into consideration that community as such, they don't take into consideration the kind of cellular level, if you will, of that community, how this affects the community.
I don't think they care about the importance of what I bring and what the other businesses bring.
Oh God, no.
Because I can be the only person that you talk to in a fucking day. And how important that And during COVID, when that was stopped, the amount of people like,
Oh Christ, yeah.
like yourself, you notice like when you come in the shop, it's yap, I'd serve customers in between. Then
Yeah,
I'd yap to
exactly,
them.
yeah.
Well, you're still there, and then but I'll yap together. That was just stripped away from all of us.
Yeah.
And there was a good percentage of people that have not been able to come back because they feel they kind of get that.
Aye,
They
exactly, yeah.
relied on a conversation with me and me for build them up and me to talk about my life, and then like this community spirit of just building each other up and all that stuff, and it's just kind of been stripped away. But with that road being gone, and I rely on a lot of my business from out with the area, like the locals can support
course,
me to
yeah.
the best of their abilities.
Yeah.
But a lot of my business is reliant on the entire city, and that road is a lifeline, and that road is closed. That lifeline, that bloodline to my shop is closed. So the past 3 days have not been good, to the point where if this roadworks continues for a month, I'm fucked. The shop will close. I cannot afford to keep it open. I have not got enough money to keep it open. I cannot afford to sustain the loss. My electricity bill is £1,200 a month. And if
That's
I'm getting
ridiculous.
£90 a fucking day or 3 days, how am I going to pay that, then pay the rent, then pay the bins? The bins are £500 a month. The rent is
Jesus.
$550. How the fuck am I going to pay all this if it's all closed? And nobody can get doing. And apparently from next week, the entire road is closed, so no one is getting deliveries.
Bloody
From
hell.
and then it's closed from next week, which is what, the 20th, 1st, 20th, 18th, 19th, whatever. And the road is not going to resurface till the 5th. So they're going to close this entire road, prep it, even though it's prepped, and
Yeah.
then resurface it on the 5th, and you won't be able to pass it until maybe the 10th.
That's
So I've got to wait
ridiculous, man. Jesus.
a month without any. The thing is, right, when they did the fiber optics on the road, they closed one half of the, so they closed a bit of the road and the pavement. People wouldn't cross the road to come over
Ah,
because they had to walk an extra 2. That little inconvenience of a couple of 100 feet, you would be surprised the psychology in that. Folk will just go, I'll just go there, as opposed to having to walk down, cross the road and come back a bit and do the same again. You would be surprised. And I'm the pain of goat people, I'm the blaming people, but I rely on that. And like, I'm trying to build this online business. If Royal Mail can't come and pick up my parcels, how am I going to get stuff out to the world?
exactly, yeah.
It's fucked. It's fucked. Unless the council fucking straighten up and do something, it's not going to work. But I kind of got plans, and this is why I'm going to be so severe.
Oh God, I've not seen severe alerts for a long time.
It's been a while.
No, I hadn't even seen him for a while, but he's there. And he's ready to go. I'm ready to, because in all honesty, and I mean this sincerely, what have I got to lose? I'm either going to lose Ahan, or people
Go
are
down
going to
fighting.
people are going to come regardless of the road closures, and then maybe afterwards they'll fucking realize that this cunt tried to stand up for someone.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, I'm happy to walk off it.
So, what essentially could we do to help? Anything at all?
This was my
there
question as well.
Well, that's it. I mean, is there any way at all of like some kind of media blitz where we just cover social media with saying, like,
Yeah.
come, ignore these, just make your way in foot if you have to, drive through the bars if you fucking have to.
Police have been stopping people.
The police have, really?
The police have been stopping people traveling on that road.
Jesus.
Why?
Right, what the fuck is going on, right? Because it just seems to be no matter where you go right now, there's a fucking problem. It's like, so car drivers are almost getting hit fucking hard right now. As I found out with fucking Eliza's fucking insurance the other day, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Well, it's going to
And
get
it
worse
just
when
seems to
fucking
be-
Aberdeen bring in the ULEZ cameras as well for next,
Well, yeah,
next year, I
that
believe.
was us in Glasgow as well on Monday.
Yeah.
And we had to think, right, whose car we taking? So I had to search, like, what car can we take? Because
Yeah.
your one's your own, my one's okay. It's like, why are we being hit with all this fucking shit right now?
I don't want to sound like I'm the conspiracy theorist.
I totally am. Well, I'm
I-
not a conspiracy theorist, but I have no...
I like hearing them. I like hearing them.
Okay.
Like the Kennedy.
You like the debate.
The Kennedy assassination fascinates
Oh,
me.
God, yes.
Like when people talk about the moon landing or the Earth people, I like just looking at it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
seeing like far as these viewpoints coming from, okay, and reading this stuff.
I do
right?
like the debate, I must admit, yeah.
Have you heard of 15-minute cities or 50-minute
Yes.
neighborhoods?
No.
The premise being is that they want to build, or I say they want to build, the idea is...
It's an Oxford study that was instituted in Oxford that is now being rolled out in certain
so
cities in
the
the country.
premise being is no matter where you live in a city, you should be able to, within 50 minutes of walking or biking or whatever it was, be able to get to your shop, to get to your barbers, to get to your butchers, wherever it might be, is that they create these kind of small communities that are part of a big city, essentially. They reckon this helps cut down on commuting, cuts down on vehicle emissions. If you can find what you need within 50 minutes of a walk or a bike ride to get it, you'll be less inclined to take the car, perhaps, you see. So, but
Well,
there's
I
a
don't
lot
like
of...
that already because you're telling me where to go. So no, fuck you.
Well, there's also a lot of debate as well too, because then that's what they're trying to say about these road restrictions. Like, we'll cut off these roads here, so people can't use them as rat runs. You can't go through there if you're coming from this area. You can't go into that area. It's there's parts of it are meant to discourage you from leaving your 15-minute area. So, say for example, even like you coming here to the show, it's a different example entirely, but come through the city, you might have to go through different zones or barriers or whatever it might be, you see, to,
I avoid this city at all fucking costs.
Oh God, yes, likewise.
All costs. I will avoid the city if I can.
Well,
I really
especially
will.
now as well too, that they've changed all the roads in Aberdeen now, so they've closed different access. Especially
Yeah.
like the harbour, they've closed the different routes. I've got no idea which way to go now because I'm not in the city
Yeah.
anymore.
So
I avoid it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going there
The
anymore.
fact that they've closed everything, and here you go, case in point, the fact that they've closed my road and not told me, they didn't even tell. So, on the road is the Tillydrone Community Campus. In that campus
Yes.
is the Tillydrone Community Centre, the community, it's kind of the housing office when you lived
Yeah.
there. It's there now.
Okay, yeah.
Even they never got told the road was closing.
Right, that's weird. That's dodgy as fuck. Nah, I'm a total
bizarre,
conspiracy
eh?
theorist. There's something fucked up
So-
going on right now.
I know that there's like a Tillydrone community Facebook group. Has there been any questions raised in there? Because I know there's an MP, I think, or like a councillor who interacts at times in that group.
At times.
Has he been asked any questions in there, or has he answered any questions in there? Has there been any kind of
I'm not
back and
part of
forth?
it because my sister's part of it. I'm not part of it. She's never said that anything's been said.
Okay.
But they're all being very stum and very quiet. And it's bizarre that councillors out with our area are willing to help. They're willing to put their, and I check their political parties, but I would dare to fucking say that they're maybe not or are. But it's bizarre. It's so fucking bizarre if it's going on. But it's the fact that no one is coming back to you. The guy from the NISA messaged him and says, why have we not been informed about this? And they got back to him in an email and said, you should be checking our website for road closures. Mm-hmm. Like, you're supposed to
Like,
get
it's
up,
your duty to...
I get up in the morning, have a bowl of cornflakes and go, right, let's check to see if roads are closed today.
I never look at a road closure fucking
No.
website or,
No.
it's, when the fuck would you do that? It's...
I hate saying, like, there's something afoot, but it kind of sounds like you're a nutcase or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah,
But
I
there-
don't think of that.
there's something completely
Something
kosher.
not ringing right, essentially.
Something's
yeah.
not kosher about this. And the
So
fact,
what's the next steps then? Also, we've discussed what's going on currently. What are your next steps? Because you did mention something about having like a kind of community day thing, perhaps.
so
or-
like my whole thing was like I put a post up the other day, like going, by the way, the road's open. Come down, and it was not come down to my shop. It was come down to fucking all of us.
Yes.
I do not care if you're just coming to me. Just please support us all, because I don't want to see my brothers and sisters fucking die because of this.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like come us, and I tore into them a tiny bit. I mean a tiny bit. I said that like they only respond to fucking stuff written in crayon, but
Right.
you'd be surprised. You would fucking go, you can't post this when I show you I'm ready to post. So I tore into them slightly, tore into the workers because the art of war, niggle the legs and then go for the leader, and then it all crashes down. So
Right, okay.
Niggle the legs, niggle the workers. It's not their fault they're doing a job, but they're still lazy cunts, Ken.
Yeah.
20 minutes of breaks for every. Sorry, it's meant to be unionized. 20 minutes of breaks for every 4 hours of work. These cunts do 20 minutes of work for every 4 hours of breaks.
Go, yeah.
So, with the response that I got from that, it was like, you get a couple of the sarky Facebook cunts that just go, oh, well, I reckon, where does it say that the shops are closed? Bitch, where does it say the fucking shops are open? And then, again, this other cunt put another post, same guy, put another post going, well, I reckon they'll have the road done by the 50th, well before then. I'm like, okay. And then other people from other parts of the city that own businesses chimed in and said, well, my business road's been closed for 9 months. Yeah, months. Months people are saying that their roads are closed for.
Jesus Christ.
Ninos will survive for that. Maybe that's the fucking idea. I don't know. It might be. But the fact that name's just getting back to you, it also reinforces that negative thought.
Yeah,
like, just anything. Can I feel like, I've got AIDS or something now. I can't get a piss. I've definitely got AIDS. And you're like, I've definitely got AIDS. I phone the doctor. Oh, you can't get an appointment. You'll hit me 2 weeks. Oh, no, I've definitely got the AIDS now. Right? Oh, I've got hair coming out. I've definitely got the AIDS. Mm-hmm. And then by the time you get the doctor, like, that's all you want. You just want that clarity.
Yeah.
Yes,
just want that clarity for them to go, no, you haven't got the AIDS, Mr. Taylor, but you've got psoriasis.
Taylor.
So you just want that. But so the plan is, right? I'll maybe release a clip from this show tomorrow. So it's I'm on a 2-day campaign.
Right.
Let stuff, give it time to breathe.
My heart's actually racing for you right now. It really is racing.
Do you know what? It's
It worries me, right? It doesn't bother me to close the shop now.
Oh.
But then what else would you do? That's the thing. It's like, where else do you fall back on?
Like, it doesn't bother me. Oh.
You've put your heart and soul in that place for 12 years.
I have. But for the past 2 years, I've been like, what left is there to do? And it's just kind of like am I just doing this for the sake of things, right?
You have mentioned before about,
my love for it has died slightly. And it has died a lot because of what has happened in the world. The cost of everything. I ain't a made a wage for so fucking long for that place that I am working for free. I'm just going there every day and doing fuck all. Working just to keep the place alive. So it got to a point where I'm like, if it closed tomorrow, that's fine. But the thing that bugs me is I've got a loan out. And I've been need to pay off that loan. And I will not join my fucking family lineage of declaring myself bankrupt.
But is that loan in your name or the company's name? Would that loan then be part of the company wind down rather than yourself personally? Or
so limited company, sole trader, it's two totally different things.
Yeah.
I'm a sole trader.
Oh, right, okay,
I'm fucked.
okay.
Any profit that is profit for the business is solely mine.
Yes.
Where if you're a limited company, you're only allowed percentages of that.
Yeah.
Whereas with a limited company, any debts is solely yours. But a limited company, before you could liquidate a company and fuck the debts.
Yeah.
It's not like that on a mirror. If you wouldn't be a limited company, watch yourself. So like, sorry. I'm like, if it closed now, I wouldn't care. But I don't want to be bankrupt. So, but the main thing is I didn't want to sell everything I've got in the shop.
Yeah.
I would like to keep it just in case 10 years time Lurch Monster fucking reunion tour for fucking 6 months. Come and fucking see me. Remember how that favourite used to like. And I've got all the shit to do that. I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, so the 13 years I've been there, I've amassed 20 grand of private money. And that's got to go. I either take that out and keep that alive. Why? Because it's just going to go. Steve's got the van. He's trying to fix it up so I can sell it. It will just go. It will die. It's not making money. He can't fucking make money just now. His name's got extra money, right? So it will die.
Don't, you're going to get me started. Honestly.
So, like, it's at a point where I'm like, I would like to sell it, but because it's nothing solely owned.
Yeah.
I am fit gets sold. Social media is mine.
Yeah.
The recipes are mine. The reason why people come to the fucking shop is because of me. So I'm the thing.
Essentially, yes. You're the selling point. Yeah.
I could get a job anywhere. And I'm there cunt to a lot of their businesses. They would take me on and they would I'm actually, they look after me. But it's, why keep it fucking going? So and that's why I'm at the, fuck off, and let's go do it in a blaze of glory. Let's ride it into the sunset.
Aye.
With one last fuck everyone, fuck everything, and bring the people up while you're doing it.
You're riding that nuclear bomb with a cowboy hat waving over the wall. That's the one.
I'm fucking Dr. fucking Strange.
That's the one, yeah.
Here's me. So I'm kind of like that. But the thing is, the plan, so the future plan, let's let Abdi in because you're part of my fucking military operation.
Right.
Might take a clip from here, release it on the social media page. Then, if anything, this gets a lot of likes.
Yes.
So, which is always good.
Always good.
So we'll maybe have to go back and clap out some episodes. Right. And then on Monday, I'm thinking, right? It's because like I put up a post and I'm like, all these people were saying stuff. And I'm like, why the fuck do I need to become a fucking Prime Minister? Why do I need to become the Lord Provost? If I opened up a surgery and said, listen, bitch, if it's wrong with your house, if it's wrong with your fucking flat, if it's wrong with your everything, come and see me. Let's have a soup kitchen.
So a Tillydrone community kind of gathering,
Tilly
if you will.
Butcher soup kitchen. Because could you imagine the media get behind that? Tillydrone, the world's so poor, Tillydrone's got a soup kitchen. This butcher who's on the bones of his arse is feeding people soup and taking their problems in and then going to present them to the fucking council as, by the way, can I close my road and fuck my business and all my brothers and sisters here? Here's everything else that you've never bothered to fucking change. And I've got more coming. So pick a fucking thing. Do you want to spray paint the hill at Aberdeen with £100,000 worth of graffiti per annum? It's amazing for the Freedom of Information Act, I'll tell you.
Jesus.
Or do you want to actually start looking after your fucking people that pay the tax? Because could you imagine if I could unite people to do that and then unite the city to go, Councilman, this month we're all going to agree not to pay council tax. Deadly. The council wouldn't have a fucking choice but to go, we are so sorry. We'll stop being so fucking corrupt. Every one of us, there's like 2,000 folk at work at the council. There's how many of us bide in Aberdeen? If we have refused to pay our council tax and everybody fucking bowed down to them, it'd be a change of
Not
fucking course.
600,000 people in Aberdeen and Shire.
There would be a change of fucking course and they would have no choice but to fucking listen to us instead of us dealing with them.
I like the idea of you becoming a strong kind of community voice because every community needs someone to speak for them. And you have proven yourself as a speaker, as someone who can get across, so you can be intelligent with what they say.
See if it happened, right? See if it happened and let this be the voice clip that they come back to when I've been hung, drawn and quartered. The only reason I wouldn't do it is because I care about yous. And yous are my weakness. And they could use yous to get to me.
Cunt. Oh.
That's twice you got her.
It's true though. It's true. They would use that as a fucking weak point. So, aye.
No. There's nothing they can do to us to make us in any way harm you, but certainly it's not going to, nothing they can do to.
I couldn't snake it. The Mac whiskey in there. I'm like, right, okay, I stop. I yield. But no, that's like the only thing that's ever really worried me is like, you're not supposed to have. It's like V for Vendetta. Like, he's got no face or personality. That's how it should be. Somebody without a face. The whole idea of fucking, remember when a politician was a common man that worked an everyday fucking job, and they somebody that come to you going, I need to claim my fucking Marquis sandwich for you.
I always refer back to the Billy Connolly statement about a very wise man. Billy Connolly he said about if your ambition is to be a politician, then that should exclude you from being a politician. There should be the people, like you said, who will stand up and speak for the communities and do things for the communities, who are pushed forward to do that job. If your ambition in life is to stand in Westminster and claim a fucking £400 lunch on taxes,
Well,
that's bullshit.
piece of shit you are.
Piece of shit
What a
you are,
fucking
exactly.
piece of
Yeah.
shit you are.
If you are pushed forward by your community as a voice, because you've been a voice for them, then by all means, you take that office. But the fact that you want to be a politician should exclude you entirely from being a politician, I believe.
And again, quote another great philosophical comedian, George Carlin. Mm-hmm. You think you've got the freedom of choice. You've got 2 gas companies. You got 2 post offices. You got 2 fucking Asdas. You got 2 electricity companies. You think you've got the freedom of choice. Yes. No, you don't. The only reason why you think you've got the freedom of choice is because you can get 10 different coffees from Starbucks. You can get 10 different fucking flavoured donuts, or you can get 32 flavours of ice cream. That's why you think you have freedom of choice. Thank you. Good night. Let's talk about the Halloween show.
Oh, my goodness me. Well, I suppose we can start wrapping things up, but we will talk about the Halloween show briefly before we go away to end things on a lighter note.
When is the Halloween show?
So we are looking at the 29th for we're probably going to do in a couple of sections. We're going to do like a live section, which will be the recording we'll put out on our normal Twitch and stuff, and we'll do a live bit as well. But I think as well we'll also have like this ghost hunt.
Right. Fuck you,
Do you
bitch,
know what?
right?
I'm gonna make you so happy here, but I'll totally do the ghost hunt for you, just for you, just for you.
Yeah,
You've made her so sad, right? She's going to go and see ghosties to make you happy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Lurch? What kind of man has that made you?
as a man of the people,
But can I just say one thing before we move on? Sarah Scott got excited talking about that. You got fucking excited there.
That's passion.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly. It's passion.
Yeah.
So, Ken, the scary thing is, I met with NDD on Monday, and he told me you should be a politician. And I'm like, but what you said there, like, if you want to be a politician, you're only in it for fucking lining your
for the
own
benefits.
pockets. And I'm
Exactly.
like, that's not a politician. It's someone else. Like,
That's exactly it.
I'm Lech Guevara. I'm a revolutionary.
Dame Bar and Lunch Monster, exactly.
Fucking look it.
Exactly.
We're going to be stringing those cunts up with their balls. These are all going to be working. Right, I'll be in the gulag.
Yeah, buddy, in the fucking gulag.
No, but I've never been political.
No,
in the
exactly.
slightest, but
But you give a shit.
Yeah.
I care
That's
about
exactly that.
everyone
You give a
else.
shit.
I can if it's like to be poor, if it's like to be shit, if it's like to be on the bones of your arse, and like even my sister gets out in her fucking college course. Like she
Yeah.
goes like, the reason why I want to be a fucking paramedic is I want to go help folk in the street and like dress their wounds and
Yeah.
all that. And people in our class go, oh, I never know people could be poor like that, and it's so sad and all this. And it puts it into perspective.
It does.
for them.
That's why I became a firefighter. And it wasn't about the money. It's not about the extra income at all. It's not, because it's not really an income as
It's
as
helping
such.
people,
It's helping people.
and you
know?
do the fucking same.
Exactly.
You help
Exactly.
people as well.
It is. It's about helping people, and I've appreciated that more as I've got older. Where, especially with my community, I love my community. I'm in a great village. I love the place, and it's a great community, and I want to give back to that community. You know, and this was one way I could do it. And again, I'm going back to what you said there. It's not about wanting to do it for any kind of monetary gain. It's about doing it because you want to make sure that people are safe and people are happy or people are good. You know, exactly. It's about giving back essentially.
Right. Can I tell you a little side thing that might need to clap out?
Right. Oh Jesus.
We're not live, remember?
Oh, fuck it.
We
right.
are
So,
live.
I'll,
God,
but I'll keep
okay,
it
people
vague.
like,
I'll keep it vague.
Keep it vague. Okay.
So, see, because of it's going on,
Yeah.
the amount of 1970s original droners have come out and said, we seen what you posted. We're ready to fucking go mental. If you want us to scrape up all those cones, all those fucking road markings, and melt them down to market cunts to scrape them off a road to do it, we'll do it. And like,
It's happening all over though right now. People are getting pissed off.
and it's a
People
Absolutely.
are fucked off.
people are so fucking high strung
Oh,
and
God,
fucked
yeah.
off. But when I heard that the day, I'm like, that's maybe a last resort, right?
A last resort, possibly.
let me fuck up my business and my livelihood first with a Facebook post before
Then it gives you a
get
good
the petrol.
indication. It gives you a good indication, though, of the level of passion behind the whole
The
thing.
people
though.
that I can, the villains I can hate behind me, but then also, I reckon I can get so many people in front of us, in front of me,
Yeah.
not even in front of me, just together to submit. So you think the town's good enough to put £100,000 worth of spray paint on? Like, if you bought a house, right, and it was falling to bits, and it was a fucking dump of a house,
Yep.
would you go and buy a £100,000 piece of art to hang in it?
I know.
No. Your priorities first would be, let's fix the floor.
Let's fix
the
exactly.
walls. Let's fix the roof.
Let's
fix
secure the
house.
foundations.
Let's make the house look beautiful so this piece of art shines. But no, £100,000 per annum for fucking graffiti that's not even in this cunt's ward. And I'm sorry that I've fucking torn into you, Mr. Councillor, but I do respect you. But at the same time, you need to fucking learn your priorities.
You need to do your fucking job,
You need
basically.
to remember for
Yeah.
your fucking bread's buttered. Like, if you fucking want your fucking seat in the next general election, I'm now interested in politics. And it'll be the Lurch Monster Party all the fucking way.
I'm a little bit excited for
I'm a
this
little bit excited.
now.
I will throw every
It
ounce
upsets
of
me
mine.
that it just seems like you've lost your passion for
Yeah.
butcher.
I've lost my business because of what's going on.
Yeah.
So my passion has gone with the loss of my business. I had a lot of money at one point, and it's all slowly disappeared because of this fucking greed that's going on in politics.
Oh, God,
And it's
yeah.
gone. It's gone. And I could take money out of my the money, 20 grand that I've fucking made, or 13 years that I've put
That's-
aside
yeah.
for me, it's fuck all,
Yeah.
right? And the fact that they cut out to keep this business alive, it's going to die anyway. I've got to think about myself. I've got to think about my good lady. And above all, I've got to think about my cats. Those motherfuckers need to be housed and fucking clothed and fed. And
Look at
I'm
that
not
chunky
sure they
bastard
do.
right there. That's not even fed. I feel like
Shh, don't call her that to her
sorry.
face.
She,
She's a sexy bitch.
She needs to be looked at, and I don't care about cats if one was listening to Back in the Past. And how we get them. So far, we gone to haunt a house.
Right, okay. Right.
Get off this turkey. Get off this political turkey.
So, listeners, what we need is for you to, I put a post on my Facebook about this today, is submit any kind of spooky stories or audio.
Have you ever got like little spare, maybe an hour or two in a day, a night, where we could just maybe like
yes.
even walk about the woods together with a camera and
Oh,
go,
God, yeah.
oh Lord, she's getting fucking shit myself. Or even like with her, just like, if we come to your house and like haunt
Do
your
you know what?
house.
Donator Woods has actually got a bit. So there's Donator Woods, which is beside mine.
Can we
They've
haunt Coops'
actually
house?
got fuck off. Don't even.
Let's
know.
haunt Coops'. Babes, we just
There's
fucking
like a
funded
bit
your
where they used to
podcast.
hang.
I'm a poor butcher. I've just funded your podcast.
Oh my god! There's a bit where they used to hang like people, and there was like the grates underneath it, like
Is
shit.
there?
Yeah, and it actually's got a description of people hanging.
I
and
think
stuff.
if
Let's
we
totally go there.
If we spoke,
Right.
Coops got here.
Coops got here,
put my
so-
hand here.
Your
If
hand's
we
there.
spoke to Kyle, he would
Right.
come and get us.
He
We could
will.
haunt the haunting of Coops' houses,
Haunting of Coops' house.
and then
I'm not being funny, right, and I'm being deadly fucking serious.
Deadly
here.
serious.
could take a Ouija board into my
Exactly what I'm going to say. Don't you fucking dare! Don't. Just don't. I will honestly never talk to you again.
She'll won't talk to us again. This could be a bonus.
The board might talk to you though.
Fuck off! Please don't.
Can we just
Wait
like
till
stand,
we watch. Like what?
stand in the back garden, just like fully motionless, like it's like I'm past gone in a fucking boiler suit, staring at the house. And it's just come out to
It's
play.
6 minutes 42 seconds. She takes it up the arse, Claire.
Why is there a singular red balloon floating in my fucking living room? What the fuck? Ah. But yeah, so idea was to maybe head out to Slane's Castle with some video recording equipment and
Can
some,
we fall off that cliff there?
yeah, possibly. That's even more fun though. I mean, we'll have head torches, so it'll be okay. I think
You'll
Who
know.
knows?
Right, you'll know
Right.
when me and Kyle show up. So, can we talk about Kyle's show?
Yes, yeah, you can talk about it. It's all
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. It's
Oh,
all
right.
over the
Right.
place.
Yes.
I am sick of hearing of this
Before we
fucking
do, right,
show.
before we
Right?
do, let me quickly finish though and say, right, folks, we need your spooky stories. Send them in by email or by voice clip to the show through our WhatsApp group or through our Facebook page, through Messenger, whatever you want to do as well too. And of course, we hopefully will be recording a video of us doing something spooky.
And we need to buy all the things from Lurches.
Yes. Oh yes.
Hey, I might need to be able to post them. They're all being closed, but
Everyone-
Kyle will take him another post box.
Every listener out there, make a concerted effort to go and visit the Tilly Butcher, 61 Hayton Road, Aberdeen,
do.
and help us support Lurchy through this dark and difficult time.
Thank
Because
you,
if he's
yeah.
forced to go into fucking politics, then it's all going to be tits
We're
up
all
for everyone.
fucked.
We're all fucked.
Watch
you know?
yourself, Hamling.
He's gonna have he's gonna have fucking Maynard in. We're running the gulag. We're all completely goosed if that's the case. And so
Hey, you
just
look at jobs, Herman Goebbels.
oh, good job, exactly.
What can I do?
Get
you
fucked.
You can be part of Health and Nutrition.
Okay, thanks, babe.
The Minister of Health and Nutrition.
What can I do,
You can be part of the Minister of Media.
Mr. Media?
Yes.
I like it. Okay,
Could you imagine if we actually ran the world?
that would be the best.
large
mate.
state media.
Large state media. Wonderful. LSM.
Kyle's show, right?
Kyle's show. So, tell us what it is, Coops. What's happened with Kyle? What's he doing?
Then I will tell you how Kyle has been since then. And how many show songs I know the words to now.
Oh, do you?
So the hot sauce.
The hot sauce went for it. So
Speaking of hot
Kyle
sauce.
has not been in a show for ages. The last one he did was Little Mermaid, and he was Ursula in Little Mermaid.
Was he?
I was fucking brilliant.
Oh my god.
Okay, right. Remind me to tell you about the shows he's been on.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so it was Ursula, Little Mermaid.
So Little Mermaid. Okay.
Mermaid him. Hasn't done a show in absolutely ages. His friend asked him to go along and audition for a show. He was like, no, I'm not doing it in ages. She was like, no, please come, please come, please come. So he went along and cut a long story short, he has now got a main part in the show Rock of Ages.
Dennis Dupree. One of the main ones.
Dennis Dupree.
What is
Rock
the Rock
of-
of Ages?
I
Please explain.
fucking love Rock of Ages. So I was first exposed to Rock of Ages.
Oh, look
on
at
a-
me, so excited. it again.
It's amazing. I fucking love it. So I was on a bus with Rubes. We're heading down to a Derby game down south, and it came on. There's monitors in the bus because it's a late night trip, so they put on films. Someone had taken Rock of Ages and stuck it on, and I swear to God, from like the first song, I was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. It's fucking amazing. Because it's proper, like, gay. It's fucking, like...
Is it cheesy?
It's
I've
like-
not seen it yet.
It's cheesy, but it's fucking ace. All the songs, I guarantee every song you'll be like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's just fucking, every song that defines your kind of young childhood as well, too. It's fucking amazing.
I know 3 of the songs already because of Kyle, and he's not singing any of these songs.
Is he not? Oh.
Have you heard Kyle sing before?
Yes.
Like properly?
Yes. So when Kyle took me to get your birthday present, little sidebar here. Kyle was saying, I said to Kyle, so fit you get your mom for her birthday. He's like, oh no, I don't can fit and get her. She's wanting some fucking diva hair straighteners. And I'm like, that can't get my diva. And he's like, no, it's called Diva. And I'm like, straight onto Google, looked him up. And he's like, I don't know where to get them. I don't know how much they are. And I'm like, is it that one's there? And he's like, I think so.
Oh God.
So then
He's as bad as me.
Claire came round like 2 days later, and I'm like, Kyle doesn't get fit you get for your birthday. Is it Diva hair straighteners? Is it that one? She's
Hair
like,
dryer, darling.
hair dryer. And she's like, yeah. But you better not fucking get them because they're so fucking expensive. And I'm like, okay. So then the day of your birthday,
Yeah.
Kyle was in the shop and I says, did you get that hairdryer? He says, no, I don't know what to get her. And like, Eliza's got so many good presents. And
Eliza did really well.
He's like,
Really?
I won't be outdone. And I'm like, I don't be like that, Kyle. But did you get her those hair straighteners? Like, no. So I wound them up and I says, well, I got her those hairdryer. I got her that hairdryer and I said, it's just for me. He's like, you fucking didn't. And I went, no, but we'll find it out.
Right.
So we looked it up and he's like, I don't know where to get it today. I should have got it. And I'm like, your mum works out of a hairdresser. Why do you need to just phone her? Because surely she's got like contacts.
You would think so, yeah. You
And
would
he's
think
like,
so.
oh my God, I'm so glad I'm the pretty one and you're the brains. And I'm like, fucking bitch. So he phoned it up, right?
Kyle.
So he phoned it up. He got, right, we need to go pick it up. We're going to go in there. So we had to come back here to get stuff for smoked meat Saturday. So we went there.
Smoked meat
That
Saturday.
sounds amazing.
Smoked meat Saturday is the new thing.
Oh.
Although, it's fucked this week.
Well, how was it? How was it going, though? Was it going well?
It was going really well. Like I was getting back to old school numbers, and I think that's why old school lurch is coming out.
Yeah.
So we went to this place to get your hairdryer,
Yeah.
right? And we went in, and as soon as we went in, Kyle was fucking raging because I got recognized first.
Oh.
Like, oh, it's Tilly
Brilliant.
Butcher. And he's like,
Oh, he was giving you shade.
the stink eye he gave me, right? And I'm like, oh, Kyle, darling, double like that.
Love it.
So
Love
he got
you.
his hairdryer, we left, right? And then I go, gives a look, and he showed me, and I'm like, Kyle, that's not the hairdryer your mom wants. It's just like a £10 Argos job that they charge him like £1 million for. I'm like, Kyle, trust me, that's not the hairdryer your mom wants.
Right,
she,
okay.
she wants the best of the best.
Yes.
So he's like, dinner, darling, don't.
Oh, dinner.
But hold on, I've just realised while I'm telling this story, I've missed it the best part. Anyway, I'll get back to that.
Oh, Jesus.
We went in and he changed it around, and she's like, "Oh well, you can have this one for that, or this one's 50% off." He's like, "Oh, 50% off," but he was still like, "A fortune." It was great. I mean, Kyle spent so much money on you. It was amazing. And he was heartbroken and we left. But as we were going there to get back to what he said, have I heard Kyle sing? Yes. Did you know? It's Mr. Taylor. Kyle does not know the Elton John part to "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me."
Good Lord.
I am shocked and appalled as you were.
Doesn't that, like,
Go against gay culture.
negate his gay
Well,
card,
he still
perhaps?
knows
Or?
the other gay part. George Michael, when George Michael did it with him.
I knew that entire part. I was George.
Of course you did.
I was George Michael the whole way there. I was George Michael. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Prince Kylene. He's like, I don't know all the words to this song.
I'm a George Michael as well. So
I'm
that's why me and
done.
him fight over songs all the time.
So me and Lucy are going to see a George Michael tribute act in February.
Nice.
And Kyle and my sister are going mental because they get extra tickets. And I'm pretty sure your mom would want tickets as well, Kyle. I can't wait.
Michael tribute act. Holy shit.
It's great. So from we got right. So we're driving there, and I'm George Michael. All the way at this hair salon place.
Right, okay.
And I'm singing, this song. And Kale's looking at me like,
Oh.
right? He's looking at me like, who's cooking something?
You were outgaying him.
I was very outgaining.
Oh.
As we got there, the song wasn't finished, so we reverse parked into the car park and had to finish the song.
Yeah.
At 30. Because I think I told you in the last show,
Yes.
Kyle does not like if you fuck with his volume down.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
No, I know this because he doesn't. It's the same in my car. Like he starts at the volume for me and goes like things all down and makes sure the on button is actually looks like the actual sign rather than it's me. It's his
Holy
mum.
shit.
No, it's Kyle. He freaked out because he said, "That's twice you've done it now, darling. Just leave it there and I'll turn it up the steering wheel."
Oh,
But I'm
really?
like that though. The volume, like, it's got to be in an even number. Just has to be in an even number.
Oh no, he has to have the logo.
The knob.
Oh, no, but
pointing
he
up the
does
way.
that in my car as well, though.
It's great, is it?
Doesn't
So
it
he
in my
has to
car?
mess with the steering column controls and to get the knob situated correctly.
He gets the knob
Correctly.
situated.
So it
and
looks
he'll
like the
fuck
picture of the
about
knob.
with-
Yeah.
And he'll fuck about with it on the steering wheel. He's
Yeah.
like, please do not touch that again,
Jesus.
darling, or I'll karate chop you in the throat.
He can
is-
never give me a lift again. That's all I'm going to do.
Is he just like being total show tune songs in the.
My God, see if I hear fucking Hard in My Heart one more fucking time. I can the worst thing. And it's like, my sister come down on Saturday because she was feeling a bit shit. I tell her to take a day off and she come down and Kayle's like, go put on my son, darling. I'm like, oh God. So I put on Hand on My Heart by Kylie and the stink face he gave me. He's like,
That was such a good
Oh,
impression
that's a
of
good
him.
face.
so I had to put on Hard in My Heart, right?
Oh,
And he's
nice.
just like, and he does this, he puts his hand in his chest and he's like, oh, he's singing the whole fucking words. And I got up the other day and I'm like, oh my God, that song's in my head.
What's that? I don't even know it.
Hard in My Heart. Could that be the outro tune?
Sure. Hard in My Heart by who's
Quick, so, I'll figure it. I'll charge my phone and tell.
That'll be our
Hard
outro
in My
music.
Heart, right? It's fucking, and he sings it so. And he starts like harmonizing and vocalizing.
nice.
But he's been singing the fuck out of that, and I ken it word for word because on Saturday, when it was me and him, he performed for my sister, he performed for me before, and then he fucking made me play it 6 other times in a day. I'm like, I'm going to puke blood if I hear this again.
Oh, fuck.
So has he been acting like a diva since he's gotten this part? Because to me, he was like, Mom, stop like over, because I was like all over Facebook, fucking like Instagram, family. People have not talked in about 5 years. I'm like, do you know my son's going to be in a show?
I can't wait.
He's like, Mom, like calm down. It's just like a student show. But is he actually being like all diva-ish with you and shit?
I thought he was performing at fucking Broadway the way he's acting, right?
Oh, like the Rubes took me to see the stage play version of this in Edinburgh, and it was wonderful. It's different than the movie, different story from the movie, but it's fucking wonderful.
So the last show that we did,
Uh-huh.
you and me on, Aegis Skype.
Discord.
When we did that show, I asked Kyle if he wanted to come around. He says, "No, I can't. I'm rehearsing my gay love scene."
Yes. Yes.
Kyle's
there's
got a gay love scene in this.
there's a scene in the movie, in both, where Dennis Dupree has like a.
Can I get an audio description of Coops' face, please?
But it's they're not actual poofing. It's just like Dennis Dupree and his kind of colleague at this club that he runs. They suddenly profess the love for each other, and it's I can't fight this feeling anymore, and it's wonderful. So, yeah,
But apparently they do a bit of kissing.
do they?
I reckon how I
Nice.
feel about seeing Kyle doing a bit of poofing.
I can't wait to see him dressed up as Dennis Dupree.
Can
I'm
I?
delighted.
Right, I'm saying this now.
Right.
You fucking better come.
I am coming.
So apparently we're either doing the Friday or the Saturday
We're
show.
doing both.
Well, he's got 4, and I said I will
I'm
come.
doing all of them.
He said
All
there
of
was
the above.
4.
Oh,
He said
man.
there was 4, and I said I would come all 4. He's like, no, you won't. But you need to come because Kyle doesn't listen to the show, so I can tell you this.
Yes.
You're like his dad
I'm like his dad.
because you come to the shows. You've been to his shows in the past.
Uh-huh.
It was like, Scott,
Did you do the Toad one? Did you not go to the Toad?
I think the Toad when I was.
Adventures of Toad. Or
I'm not
something?
trying to be a cunt. I tell him if I'm speaking out of line, but Kyle's dad when he come to the shows, not a lot of them, not enough of them. for Kyle to
I'm going to
notice.
keep my mouth shut here.
Near enough of them for
you've
Kyle
had
to
a bit of
notice.
yes, yeah.
Near enough of them for Kyle to notice, but
Okay.
because you come, you need to go.
I'm
'Cause
definitely going.
He has told me, he says, like, I really hope Scotty comes because he's like my dad. So you, she's about to go again. She's about to go again.
You're gonna get me going soon as well too.
No,
I love that boy.
but you need to fucking go, right?
Do you know what I mean? Like, all joking aside, when it comes to Kyle and Eliza both as well too, is like I've loved being Uncle Scotty to them too, especially when they were little. Like, just I talked about before, like
Remember, you used to hang them off your arm.
they used to hang off me and stuff. You know, they were just wee critters. We
As
sat
kids
on
messing them in.
Christmas Day, and I love those kids, and to see the man he's become, I fucking love it.
I
He's
love
just he's
Kyle.
wonderful. I love the bond that you and him have now as well, which is amazing.
And I love the bond that him and my sister have.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
And I love Eliza as well because
She's
even
ace,
seeing
man.
the
They're both
bond that him and Kyle have, like I'm like, I wish I had with my sister. And we've got our own special bond, but they've got
Yeah.
a really good bond.
There, yeah.
But
And
you know-
I
and
always
that's-
say to them, please, please, please don't lose that because
Oh, God,
me and
yeah.
my brother were like that when we were younger. We're not really that close.
Me and my
anymore.
sister are fragmented, but like
For a-
see, since
yeah.
we come back together, see if anybody tries to fuck with my sister.
I know that.
Like
Oh God, yeah.
I'll fucking annihilate them. Even Kyle's got a bit of that now. and
See,
I'm
with,
so
with
happy
Kyle,
for
oh
him.
God, yeah. Like with Kyle, to hear you say that he thinks of me like family, that really
He said
Of
to
course
me,
he does.
puts a lump in my throat, like, 'cause I do love that guy.
I'll
like,
never
fucking
forget
tons.
the time you were round at ours for Christmas Day and Eliza was making you play a
man.
Hello Kitty Guess Who.
Yeah.
And he lay there and she was like, Uncle Scotty, does your kitty have a big pink bow? No, Eliza, my kitty does not have a big pink bow.
Yeah.
And he just fucking...
And then there was a dinosaur excavating thing game as well too. To dig at a dinosaur
my
from
God,
somewhere. That's
fucking
right.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that as
But no, man,
like
that's-
he really wants you there.
I'm going to
And
be
I'm
there.
Like,
I'm going to be there as much as I can.
I'm like, I'll fucking go and I'll learn to drive and drag, can't you?
oh no! If I have to book holiday time of my work to make sure I'm not on shift when it's on, I'm going to be there.
Will we all go the Friday or the Saturday?
Either or.
I'm going both if I
We'll
can.
do both.
Do both. Fuck
I
it.
want to go all four because Kyle says Saturday's a lot more looser. And my sister's like, I can only do Friday. I'm like, well, I'm going on Friday on Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. I'm going to aim for the Friday and Saturday. That's a plan
Because
for
apart
me to
from-
do.
So excited.
I am I'm looking forward to at the same time seeing Kyle be a bit gay. No,
You see all the time. What are you
I
talking
know I
about?
can't, but like I'm really looking forward to seeing him.
So, can I just ask though? We did have an idea that we were going to ask the DHB faithful as well too. Is that why don't we
Because there's
try?
a few actually, like Emma
asked-
as well.
Well,
I asked Kyle, I says, "Well, I hate like gear man, fucking chokehold. If she's go mental for your gang gay." She's like, "No." He goes, "No." She's all right. You're sure? It's at the end. She goes, "Fucking mentally, you can hear it.
Oh,
You can
aye.
exactly where she is." 'Cause
I've had to stop her from climbing over people at a gig one time. Like, but she had two Neds and headlocks, using them as propulsion to get up fucking higher to this band.
Listen, that baby was fucking 11 pounds when he was born, right? I went through hell when I was pregnant with him. So if I
He
want to
came
fucking
through the
lose
sunroof.
my
What is up?
shit,
Before you say what you're going to say, can I just say that I'm so happy that you were in my life during the years that I was, because you were a dad to me then.
Oh, stop it, man! Bloody hell!
you're so emotional.
You're gonna get me
Stop
going
making
next.
everyone
Fucking
cry.
hell!
Stop making everyone cry.
I know what's wrong with you, you fucking animal. You're getting me fucking welled up here now as
No,
well
but I
too. No,
appreciate
but
that. Like I see it in Kyle, and like he thinks the fucking world of you.
but what I love about
He loves you, Taylor.
what I love about our
Scott,
group,
you-
stop it,
Scott.
because you'll get me going.
Scott.
What I love about this group,
Kyle loves you.
Shh, right?
Scott, he
is
loves
that
you.
the whole concept of
He loves you, Scott.
okay, Kyle, I love you too.
I didn't get what you were
He
doing
knows what he's
there.
doing. He knows it.
He does that to me
He
all
knows.
the time. He will not let me leave. Kyle's like, Liam, I love you. All right. Thanks, Kyle's like, I love you. All right.
But you know,
Like-
me and the kids will always tell each other we love each other. Like even when we're leaving the
Oh,
room,
yeah.
even if they're going upstairs to their bedroom, love you, mum.
I mean,
Love
the
you.
first time you fucking did it, leave me like, oh, that was fucking weird.
Camden in the chat room says show name is now called the Crying Game. But no, it's like what I love about the DHB especially, and why I think we've kept things going is because we have created like our own kind of family group. It's a thing where we've all come from pretty broken, shitty families, and we've gone out and found our own family. And I've said this from day one: it's about finding your own family. And you guys are my family, and Kyle too. It's just, and it's lovely to hear
And we are
that he
your
feels as we
family.
feel about him. You know, it's just it's amazing. But no,
We're fiercely protective of each other as well.
It's
though.
fucking ridiculous.
Like, seeing you
it's
sitting
fucking
there,
sickening of
like
God,
getting
I know, right?
upset about the business and stuff like that. It fucking breaks my heart. Like, it proper breaks my heart. And I'll do anything in my fucking power to do anything to help. Whether you want to
Absolutely.
close it, or whether you want to keep it open, or whether you want to, I don't know what the fuck you want to do.
I will come down and heave meat along that street if I have to your show, for fuck's
I
sake.
can dance outside and
Oh no, I'll just get Kyle to
I'm
perform.
not very clever. I'll lift everything.
It's pretty good. Hide in my heart. And it's a really harmonised thing. I think it was Tuesday. My sister come down and it was Kyle's like, oh, I'll come down and take your sister home. So me and Kyle were stood at the door and I'm like, have you recorded your bit? Because I've recorded the George Michael part of Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. And I'm going to Kyle, have you done Elton John yet? He's like, no, not yet. And I'm like, we're stood at the door and he played it and we were both singing at the door. You couldn't hear the music and we were both singing. And folk were walking by going, what the fuck?
Can we?
It was fucking ace.
Can we for the
we
show
can get the-
have you
Don't
record?
listen!
Can we have for the show have you guys record that audio?
It's up. Mine's is on the fucking drive. Is that the drive that come at the thing?
That's the one.
Mine's
the thing,
is
yeah.
on there.
Is
we
it?
just seen Kyle's part.
Oh, Kyle, come on, for fuck's sake!
It was fucking when we're stood at the door doing it and like we were like harmonizing and getting
Oh, my God.
and I'm happy free.
do you know
do
that
us together and folk were walking by going, what the fuck? And they were laughing and on. That was the best part of it.
the three of us do that in the car though? Me, Eliza, and Kyle, we all harmonise together.
That's
and stuff.
wonderful.
We're
It's good. Like
losers.
Kyle's good at it. Kyle
He is good at
obviously.
it. Eliza's good at it as well.
I cannot tell if I'm out of key, but Kyle seems to join my key. And
Okay.
it gives me a good sense of like, oh, I'm in the right key.
Nice. So before I forget, can I quickly ask all of our listeners to remember what are the dates for the Rock of Ages show? Do we remember? You check that one out.
February.
It's February,
second?
definitely. I think it is. Yeah.
No, it's a bit later.
Can we get as many listeners to come to this show?
We want sellouts.
Let's sell out as a DHB night. Let's just get everyone we know
Oh my god!
and have a
yes.
full on like night out. We'll go to the show and
Have a night
afterwards
out,
just
yes,
get drunk.
Yes.
We'll do it on the
Karaoke.
Saturday.
We could
Yeah, karaoke.
I'm up for that.
It's right. Here's the plan, right?
Here's
we
the plan,
have
Cooper.
a DHB gathering for the Rock of Ages concert.
From
we go see the
the-
show with all listeners. Then we go to the karaoke place and we get fucking tanked up singing, don't let your sun go down on me. Yeah.
Although I
Seventh
search my
So, dates.
7th to the 10th of February 2024.
The 7th to the 10th of February. Right, folks, go right now and check your calendars.
And it will
Mark on
be
your
at
calendars.
Aberdeen Arts Centre.
Aberdeen Arts
Can we
Centre.
maybe cancel like the 7th and the 8th? We'll say maybe 9 and 10.
9 and
So
10.
9 and
Okay,
10.
9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Okay,
There's
so
a-
we're
there's
aiming
a
for
strong-
the 9th and the 10th of February.
There's a strong possibility that we're all going to be there on the 9th and the 10th.
And both of them, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's a plan.
I will have. It goes to Kyle. Can I be part of it? Oh, did he tell you he had a fancy dress costume party with the cast?
He did not.
No.
No, Maya was asking.
Oh, no, because you were not asking about Avengers or some shit like
I
that.
like you
No,
said,
I
like,
think we were
yes,
talking
that's
about
right.
it.
So he went as
Storm.
He went as Stan Lee.
Stan Lee, did he? Okay.
Right. And there was like a video of like the mask singing and dancing. You just see Kelly in the corner like looking like a grey haired Trump, like, oh fuck this. He's like, oh no, I can't. It's just even Kyle was going, oh, this is too gay for me. But apparently, and this is what I said when I went for a drink, but you need to remind me. There's a woman on this show. She's either the producer or part of the show. She knows Tallulah hot sauce.
Oh, really?
She has listened to every show since Killer Queen.
No. Really?
Really?
And
A
Kyle was
producer
like,
of this Rock of Ages
the producer and actress. She was like, and Kyle was like, fuck!
listens to the DHB.
And she's heard every one of
That's
Kyle's shows because she
gold.
goes, I know you. And he's like, oh yeah, I think I know you. And he's like, Tallulah. And he went, fuck!
Tallulah hot sauce, baby.
That's amazing.
That's wonderful. That
He
fucking,
was fucking because he's like, I need to tell you something. And I'm like,
that's
You
gold.
never told me that.
he told me he was devastated.
Oh, no,
That
that's a good
is
thing.
wonderful.
I've
Holy
seen her.
shit.
She's a bunny lassie, so
Is she?
like, good for her.
Good for
We've got a bunny listener.
Body listener, here you go. Camden in the chat room says possible live podcast. Well, we could. I mean, we can't go live from the show, and imagine
We
there'd
would
be
be allowed
something
to.
that
We
wouldn't be
could go
allowed to.
live like before and after, pre-show, after show.
If we've got a microphone, just pass it about.
Well, the microphone we have that plugs into the phone, we can broadcast with the phone. We can go live on Twitch with the phone and have the microphone on the stick and to go around and speak to folk.
See,
Yes.
see if I was in the poor, like the last show, I've still got the program for the last show that I was part of, Dirty Danston, and I got a full page advert for like and tickets and sponsorship for like £100.
Ooh-cha.
You need to give me your advert, by the way. It needs to be in for Friday.
Oh, hey, I need to pay Steve for doing the van as well.
Oh,
You don't need to pay me for no advertising because it was already done, remember?
No, but the advert. Go tell him about the advert. What's it for?
It's for...
bum sex.
No.
Almost.
2 minutes
No,
45.
it's for... they're doing a show at Cheers called... I can't remember the name of the fucking show.
So for those of you who aren't from Aberdeen,
Cinderella and the
Cheers
Dirty
is a very-
Dixon.
No, it's something
Cheers
to
a
do with
gay
the
bar.
Merry Mincers, Robin Hood, something.
And the Merry Mincers.
and the Merry Mincers.
So I took out an advert and said to Lurch, like, we're taking out an advert in their programme, so...
She graciously sponsored an advert for me. But what
Nice.
Coops doesn't realise is that for the past 6 years, I have been mentioned in their play constantly.
The Tilly Butcher.
Every fucking year. Fucking Roomy Deep Cheeks. That was the one that I
Roomy
told
Deep Cheeks.
Roomy Deep Cheeks, I told you, like, when I had to come back and get my washing machine service, that's the euphemism.
Right.
There was, I thought, is that my taxi? And I climbed into the back of it, and it
This
was,
machine takes a heavy load.
and it was Roomy Deep Cheeks in full drag. And I went,
Oh, nice.
oh, this isn't my taxi. And I'm trying to get out, and it's like, you've always wanted an excuse to get in the back of my car. And I'm like, love it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so before we cut things off, because we're getting quite late on here, we are going to ask again all listeners to keep the dates of the 9th and the 10th of February free for coming to Rock of Ages at
Sell
the...
out.
Where's it again,
Art
sorry?
Centre.
The Arts Centre. Whereabouts is the Arts
what?
Centre?
The
in
Art
Aberdeen?
His
Centre.
Majesty's.
No,
I know,
the
right?
Art Centre,
Oh, His
darling.
Majesty's. It's before the Castle Gate.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was His Majesty's. I'm like, oh, I can
No,
barely
Arts
sit
Centre.
in the chair like that. It's come.
So the Arts Centre...
Have they got chairs?
Yeah, the Art Centre is actually comfier.
Oh, right. So there's chairs. The Arts Centre.
Perfect, right. Can we post the advert on the DHB
Yes,
Facebook page? Yeah, it's
absolutely.
fine. So people can... Or in fact, we'll post it on the website.
Claire.
Go to dhbradio.com. We'll put the link on there for the advert. You'll see all about it there. Good.
Claire.
What?
Can we ask the DHB people to sponsor?
You can't do
The sponsor
there's a
package
sponsor
that Kyle
pack.
sent us.
I thought my comment was really funny, by the way, when I said I've been supporting you for the past 20 years, you cunt.
Yeah, exactly. aye.
I went.
So listeners can sponsor. I know who would sponsor the show. Turf Printing, my good friend there, Mr. Barron.
Yeah.
RB Greg Skinner. They might sponsor a bit there too as well.
Oh, I think the Magicianum.
The Magicianum.
The Magicianum.
Magicianum. What the fuck's a Magicianum?
A magician.
Magician.
The hypnotist Magicianum.
The hypnotist Magicianum. What the fuck?
I can see his fucking baldy. Haven't got fucking like.
You critter boy.
Are you having a stroke?
Haven't got banned for driving at work. Humbling the Magicianum.
Okay, right.
Humbling the Magicianum's what I post.
Magician.
He's a hypno-magicianum.
He's a hypnotherapist.
No, he's a hypno-magicianum.
Hypno-magicianum, okay.
He'll stop you smoking.
Jesus
He's a
Christ.
hypno-magicianum.
He is
Humbling
trained
the
to be
hypno-magicianum.
a hypnotherapist, seemingly hypno-magicianum.
I don't know
Oh,
what's happening.
can
I
we
have no
get,
idea. Who knows anymore?
so, we've got Halloween
Yes.
October.
Okay.
And then we've got Christmas in
Yes.
December. What about in November? Humbling the Magicianum.
Oh,
Humbling the Magicianum comes up and stops me from smoking and drinking.
can we make him come up? See if we can do like performance one where he makes us think we're chickens. Oh.
We get Steve up.
So we get the Spooktacular out of the way, we get the Santacular out of the way, and then we get the Magicianum. I like it. Okay, so keep your dates free, folks, for the 9th and 10th of February for the Rock of Ages play at the Arts Centre there. That's going to be wonderful. Obviously, go and footfall into Lurch
Hey.
Monsters Libertures,
Please
61
do.
Hayton Road,
But hey,
Aberdeen.
how funny would it be if like my business closes and I die?
That would be hilarious. Yeah, fucking
That would
hell.
be fucking brilliant.
I know, right? Oh my God, what a party we'll have.
No, like my business
fucking-
closes and I die professionally. But then
You dying professionally, what?
but
Found
then-
whether you're in a noose
no,
or
I
you're
died
fucking stopped
professionally
looking
like the Tilly Butchers no more. But then in Kyle's match day program for his show, the
Tilly Butcher. Jesus. You fucking,
sponsored by the Hayton Road closure.
that's a bit dark. Okay. Right. Folks, it's been wonderful. We will catch you on the flip side. Check us out at dhbradio.com.
Please be sure to follow Hamblin the Magicianum on
Magicianum.
Instagram.
Chickenum. That's going to stick now as well, Steve. Chickenum.
I can't even say
I
it.
had tongue
Try it.
twisters.
Chickenum.
I had like
Chickenum.
Chickenum. I had tongue twisters for you to say today, and I
Get
forgot
fucked.
them.
Get
One
fucked,
day.
exactly.
They were all
Thank God.
S's.
Things took 2 years of time, so that's fine. Go to dhbradio.com. You'll find links to the latest shows on there. You'll find links to...
HamblinMagickinum.com.
It's been emotional, really. We'll catch you all later on, people. Thank you very much for hanging around tonight. Good night. God bless you. You've been amazing. Love you.
What's the opposite of shalom?
What?
What's the opposite of shalom?
Dunno.
We better be getting Kyle's outro music.
Oh.
Hand on my heart. No, hard in my heart. Fuck!
Put your hand on
No.
your heart.
Oh,
and
Neon
tell
here.
Me.
No, hard in my heart. It's fucking awful.
We might need a bit of...
Funky.
just before we go.
Yes.
I loved it, man. Shit himself.
Give a little bit of that, little bit of this. I don't know, yeah. Lurch it. Ha ha ha. Original Mr. Lurchy. Yeah. Catch a groove now, man. Catch a groove now. I hope your man will love to make you moist and wet. I hope your man will love to make you moan and sweat. I hope your man will love to make you scream out yes. Mr. Lurchy, Mr. Lurchy. I hope your man will love to make you moist and wet. I hope your man will love to make you moan and sweat. I hope your man will love to make you scream out yes. Sweet circulating.
It's the best. Cheerio.
Craig Hagelbling for Magickinum.
Chicken up.